Right down the middle of the lane, takes it right to the rim and flushes.
KTFM Floresville, San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Spurs are back in action tonight. They're in Portland to take on the Trailblazers. Tip-off set for 9 o'clock. Spurs number 2 overall pick, rookie guard Dylan Harper, who's been out since November 2nd with a calf injury, has been upgraded to questionable for tonight's game. Newest college football playoff rankings dropped. The top 5 remaining unchanged. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, and Texas Tech. Oklahoma's 8th. Texas is 16.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day with a gulp. We're going to hump day. Little turkey humping going on.
Oh, nobody
on,
wants to hear you gobble, gobble, gobble. Oh, wow. That
Was that a turkey or Scooby-Doo?
There was both.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know. But
do we have a good turkey call pledge? Can you find a good turkey call?
Everybody.
Because we need one after that.
On a hump day, it's nice to have a Wednesday. You got a holiday weekend coming up after today, so a lot of folks have a long 4-day weekend ahead of them. So thanks for spending some time with us here on this Wednesday. Because I know there's a lot of people out and about. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix.
And you're right. I think a lot of people have already started their holiday. There's in this building right now, it's Pledge, it's Reinagel, it's me. I think there might be somebody over at KTSA, and there's some guy that's in the bathroom. We have no idea who that could be, but he's been behind that closed stall for far too long.
I walked in there because they're repairing that bathroom in there, right? So there hadn't been a urinal.
Oh, it's a tester.
Yeah, well, there hadn't been a urinal in there
It's
for a while.
It's a test dump happening.
So I walked in there to see if there was a urinal. There's not, and I just happened to look down. There's a tennis shoes. With somebody's leg in it.
And we're all here, so it's like, who the hell's here? I mean, and now there is a guy, if you hear a fan in the background or something, apparently they decided today of all days they're going to do some paint in our studio while we're working.
Yeah. Well, that's, I guess.
Go figure.
They figure the majority of the people are out, so
yeah,
the hell with us.
Exactly, although somebody's here taking a dump, but we don't know who else is in the building.
Yeah.
Reinagel was a little afraid. Think one of those homeless people off Austin Highway is coming to our bathroom?
That could be.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Disguised as a painter.
I mean, he could be. I mean, look, let's be honest. Half the people that walk around this building, you act like every time you see them, it's the first time you've seen them.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like, what's her name again?
There's a few people that I know and some that I don't. I know the important people.
Yeah, exactly.
I know the bosses.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah.
That would be boss.
So as long as I know that, I'm in good shape.
Yeah.
But everybody's in a good mood today. I mean, it just seems like it's one of those holiday weekends where everybody's happy and in a good mood, and I hope everybody's getting their stuff ready. And whatever you're doing for Thanksgiving dinner. My brisket is cooking as we speak.
You got it on. It's ready to go.
Well, it's cooking.
Well, I mean, it's on.
I got about another, 15 hours to go.
There you go. You look at all the different, like talking to you about your brisket yesterday. A friend of mine, Brian, he called me this morning. A guy named Brian Johnson. He's like, all right, man, I got a 15-pound brisket. I haven't done one in like 2 years. Walked him through, and I'm like, this thing probably needs to go on like between 2 and 3. Okay. What seasoning do you use? I got to go to the store. Dude, am I late? Yeah, you're late. We'll figure it out. It's going to be fine, but get your ass moving.
Dude, I did mine last night, and so it could just sit in the refrigerator overnight. Look, I got to tell you, for a piece of meat that was uncooked,
yeah,
it looked damn good.
Absolutely, man. And you're getting there. I had another guy on Facebook Messenger. I think his name is Corey. He's doing a turkey on his Weber kettle, and was helping him like, all right, do this, do that. Here we go. It's fun to do that. Then, of course, Thanksgiving, I'm a main course guy. I generally don't give a damn about sides, but Thanksgiving sides do matter.
Of course.
We have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. What are the best Thanksgiving sides? Stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, or mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese, I guess, according to Pledge, is I just figured out what FTW meant, so I got you for the win.
There you go.
I got it. I'm learning.
I know.
I'm learning.
I mean, could be for the week.
Well, nah, it's for the win. I get it.
got
I get it.
All right.
Now, have you voted, Minix?
Not yet.
I did. I put stuffing, although it's tough between stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy.
Fair. But if you had to have one or the other, which one are you taking?
I'm taking stuffing.
Me too.
With gravy, though.
Well, sure.
Yes.
I mean, green bean casserole, I think there's 14% of you out there that are just being them people.
I thought he was the 14%.
Well, no, I like green bean casserole, but it would be third on my list or down the list between stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, come on,
So you would rather have green bean casserole than mac and cheese?
Well, no, I didn't say that.
All right.
I'm just saying between
You
all
said
of those.
third.
Stuffing,
You did say third.
mashed potatoes and
Math
gravy.
is hard.
Well, and that's fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because mac and cheese, isn't that kind of a new entry to the Thanksgiving meal?
No, the Pilgrims had it.
They had mac and cheese?
Absolutely,
Really?
they did, along with your green bean casserole.
Yeah, well.
It does. It does matter what kind of mac and cheese. If you're serving Kraft or Velveeta, no, keep that off of Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
Right? If it's homemade, then that's what matters. In fact, when I went to lunch day, because all my friends, you and Brian, everybody's talking brisket, I went and got a brisket sandwich over at Barbecue Station.
It was good.
And they have the best jalapeno mac and cheese on the planet, at least in the San Antonio area. There was a guy there. Now, generally, you walk into a place like Barbecue Station, you have your to-go order line, and you've got your people that are eating in the restaurant line. And today they changed up the lines, and apparently I didn't read the sign, so they gave me some crap because they changed the lines. What is normally to-go is for bulk pickup for people that are ordering their big meals because a lot of people are doing that. I didn't pay attention. I didn't see the sign. In fact, I was texting you two as I was walking in. You guys want a brisket sandwich. I didn't see the sign. And Stuart was like, dude, you're in the wrong line today. I am. He got me.
They took care of
I
it.
mean, you were ordering for me. It could be considered bulk pickup.
There was a guy there that was ordering 5 quarts of the macaroni and cheese.
5 quarts?
Yes.
Holy cow.
Exactly.
Oh, well, it's a lot of mac and cheese, but
yeah.
Wow. Okay, it's good.
Yep.
Now, we've got a lot of folks on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Now, AD says we're missing candied yams. No, we're not. That was not anywhere near there, and it wouldn't be put on our poll, buddy. If you like
we only get 4 options on the poll.
And if you like candied yams, more power to you, but I ain't eating that stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
So,
I mean, we could have had cranberry sauce or cranberries or whatever.
I do that.
Yeah, you know. Well, it's yeah. I mean, it's there. Would you miss it if it wasn't?
What?
Cranberry sauce.
No. I wouldn't. No. Not at all.
So it doesn't make the list, like your candied yams.
Candied yams won't be doing that, AD, so that's fine. I do want to give a shout-out to Claymore. He says he's on his way to Dallas listening to us on the drive. He said he's stuck in traffic in Temple.
Well,
on his way to Arlington for Thanksgiving with his mom. Happy Thanksgiving, Claymore.
Absolutely. I'll be in Arlington tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll be on my couch with a big old belly and an adult cocktail, and I'll be watching the Cowboys.
So, in other words, it's another day that ends in Y. You on the couch with a big old belly and a cocktail.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When it comes to the weekend, yeah that's about right. That's an accurate description. Absolutely.
Temple. And it's already backing up.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I-35 is just brutal. And there's no good spot in Temple. Now, if you get up to Waco and you're hungry, 209, you probably had your lunch. But Vitex Barbecue, that's a good stop in Waco.
Now, what's the other one, though? There's a cafe there that's really good. A cafe. I say a cafe. It's like a restaurant. They got a lot of different things. You know what I'm talking about. It's right across the street from Baylor.
Right across from Baylor.
Geez.
I think that's called IHOP.
No.
The Kolache place?
Nah, it's a mom and pop store. I'll
You're
somebody
not,
knows.
You're not talking about George's Bar.
George's, yeah.
George's Bar.
Well, that's a restaurant.
Well, sure, but you're George's Bar.
But it's a good restaurant.
Pat Green sings a whole song about it. I'm surprised you eat there because they're famous for their Big O's.
Big O's?
They have food?
Yeah.
They have great everything fried. I mean, you want some great onion rings with your burger or chicken fried steak. But they serve their beers. They call them Big O's, and those big old ice cold frozen schooners. They are fantastic.
Only thing I've ever gotten from there.
George's is a great
Is it
place.
a Big O?
Big O, that's it.
Yeah, because
you remember her name.
Wow. When we took my daughter Casey up there, we stopped at George's, and it was delicious.
Oh, it's a great spot. Now, that was the fun part when I was growing up in Copper's Cove, which is about an hour from Waco. You would go up to Waco, and you're trying for a Baylor girl. You're cruising Valley Mills Drive, and you'd end up with somebody from McLennan Community College.
Exactly,
but it didn't matter.
You didn't end up with no Baylor girl, I promise you.
It didn't matter. MCC's fantastic.
Yeah, that's like the generic version, right? What's the name of the Blinn College outside of Texas A&M? Same thing.
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Same thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Some people might say Texas State is an arm of Texas.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, so many great restaurants. And then, my friends that I'm meeting in Arlington tomorrow, they're Chiefs fans, and apparently they're listening right now. My godson Trey and his dad Carlos, and they're now in Denton. They went to In-N-Out. They crossed the border. They're in the great state of Texas. And they went to In-N-Out Burger.
Dude, please.
I mean, that's the first of many losses those Chiefs fans are going to enjoy over the next couple of days. I mean, what a poor lunch choice for those guys. Now, granted, they don't have In-N-Out in Kansas. They do have Whataburger now.
Well, you're fortunate. Yeah, that's because of Mahomes,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, you're fortunate you don't have In-N-Out. In-N-Out's terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's awful.
But it's only good if you're in California.
It's awful.
Or with these two, if they're in Vegas, you do that. But in Texas, you got too many good options.
Well, who the hell's eating In-N-Out in Vegas?
Carlos.
Oh.
Trey.
Okay.
Now, you got to understand, Trey's a picky eater.
I got you.
He's a picky eater.
All right.
I mean, dude was in the Navy station in Japan and went to McDonald's damn near every day for nuggets. Poor kid. Trying to teach him.
Well, you can only do so much. You know what I mean?
I mean,
that's all you can do.
Do a lot more than In-N-Out Burger.
I totally
Come
agree.
on.
So somebody's calling us out here on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Tracy Lee Radio is saying, wait, ... Y'all call it stuffing in Texas? What are we supposed to call it? Like dressing? Is that the proper stuffing, dressing?
It's the
I
same
can go
thing.
that way.
Same thing. I mean, what do you, Tracy? Where are you from?
Yes.
Yeah, because clearly you're not from here. And what do you call it?
Yeah, I'd kind of like to know, Tracy. And thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
Wherever you're from, dressing. Although, if you're doing it homemade and you're making dressing, sure, I guess. You're not opening a box of stovetop stuffing.
No.
It could be actually.
Which isn't bad, by the way,
I mean,
I'm
I
just
got to
saying.
admit, I've never actually opened a box and made it. I'd have to ask my wife, what does the box say? But does it say dressing or stuffing on the box?
I think it says stuffing on the box.
Then that's what we go with.
I'm just saying, I think it is. Now, Tracy says dressing is the only thing. And I get that. I've heard it called both here, but I say stuffing. And she's from Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're two different things,
Oh,
according
really?
to Google.
Well, stuffing is you actually have to stuff it in the bird, right?
Dressing is baked in a separate pan.
Yeah, right. And stuffing is in the bird.
Because
you stuff it in there.
But it's really the same thing, whether you're in Jackson, Mississippi or not. It's pretty cool.
Well, that is
Glad
pretty
you're
cool.
listening
Yes, Tracy.
and from Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate it. Appreciate everybody listening today. And whatever you're out and about doing on this Thanksgiving Eve, we appreciate it very much. Now, of course, what goes with Thanksgiving better than anything else is Cowboys football, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was going to say Detroit Lions football, but
But you eat during the Detroit game because you don't really give a damn.
Well, at halftime. Tomorrow I'm going to give a damn.
Well, yeah.
That's going to be a hell of a football game, man.
You're going to care about the end and what the spread is, depending on how much money you actually put on that thing.
Well, this is true, and I will have some money on the game. I'll have some money on the Cowboys game. Did I tell you I had the Eagles the other night? I ever admit that to you?
Yeah, I knew you had the Eagles, and you were losing. You didn't have to say a word. I could just tell by your reactions.
Well, I was very happy in the first half.
You were.
I was a happy dude.
You were spending all the money there at the free bar.
Drinks for everybody. That's
you even tipped the bartender. You felt so good.
Man, that was bad. Well, let's talk some Cowboys football. You want to?
Absolutely.
Because C.D. Lamb says he's just got to catch the effing ball. I like that explanation. We'll hear from C.D. and from his quarterback when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, strains, conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com. That's tsaog.com.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Thursday afternoon at 3:30. It's the Cowboys' 59th straight Thanksgiving Day matchup as the boys welcome the Kansas City Chiefs to Jerry World. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
Most protein bars are packed with sugar, carbs, and unpronounceable ingredients. There's a much better option. I'm Will, and I crafted IQ Bar plant protein bars with clean, functional, delicious ingredients to empower doers like you with superior brain and body fuel.
Now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text IQ Bar to 64,000. That's IQ Bar to 64,000.
How about them Cowboys? We rise as one in Texas, sporting handed-down silver and blue jerseys. We come together for America's team every time they take the field. So let's share a round of Jim Beam and lemonade on game day together because people are good for you, especially for us in Cowboys country. Presented by Jim Beam, bringing fans together across Cowboys country. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2024 James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran-owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Monday on the Morning Huddle. It'll be a while since we've been in studio, Rob.
Over the river and through the woods, we got basketball to talk about. Oh, my goodness, conference championship games just around the corner. And are the Cowboys playoff bound? We'll talk about it on Monday. Y'all be safe. We'll see you at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Some things in life that just fit. And I think when you talk about football, Thanksgiving, traditional rivalries, and being there, that's a good fit. And we have the biggest thing, the tradition of Thanksgiving and football. That's a bird. You see what's sitting right beside the bird there is a football.
The turducken. Isn't that what the great John Madden used to call that?
That is correct.
Boy, I miss him and Pat Summerall. Those were the days. I'm going to tell you, if you never got to listen to that duo, you missed out.
And the NFL, I think, does such a great thing in honoring John Madden with the logo. You'll see his signature, and he's still very much a part of Thanksgiving NFL football for sure. And again, tomorrow, right here on 94.1, you'll be able to listen to the Cowboys-Chiefs game, and all the other games, all of them are the whole triple header. So if you want the national broadcast for the Cowboys game as well, over on ESPN San Antonio, AM 1250.
Yeah, so we got it all for you tomorrow here or 1250. Either way, whatever you like, you can have it. Real quick before we get into Cowboys, Dylan Harper will play tonight, according to Jeff McDonald.
Nice.
Of the San Antonio Express News. So he hadn't played in a while, but he will play tonight. So there you go.
He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix on Twitter at Joe Reinagel210. Tweet at me at Jason Minix. If you're watching on YouTube, you can always comment there or the old-fashioned way. You're stuck in traffic because, my goodness, it feels like the whole world was on the highway today.
Somebody said HEB looks like a war zone.
That doesn't surprise me.
I bet it. I do not want to get anywhere near HEB today, or any other grocery store for that matter.
You know, the kind of place where I didn't have to wait, car wash. Just kind of nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
The weather's really nice.
Absolutely, it's kind of nice. So, how are you feeling about tomorrow's game? And I asked that because, you know, whether it was the guy at the car wash or some of the other errands that I'm like, everybody feels better about the Cowboys' chances of beating the Chiefs tomorrow because of what you saw Sunday against the Philadelphia Eagles, and quite frankly, the Chiefs haven't been as great, although their season on the line. They got it done, down 21-9 against the Colts. After that fumble, you thought, well, there it goes. The run is officially over with that fumble, and yet they were able to come back and beat the Colts in overtime.
Well, and not only that, they haven't played well on the road, Kansas City Chiefs. They haven't been a good road team this year. So All of those things benefit the Cowboys. And what I don't understand, and I mean this, and look, Vegas knows I'm no one to argue with Vegas, but how are the Chiefs a 3.5-point favorite tomorrow?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift? Is she going to be there?
Dude, there's so many damn rumors about that.
Dude, if she is, will you give me an autograph?
I'm a Swiftie.
No. No, if I get a chance at an autograph, I'm going to be selfish.
Come on, man. I mean, jeez.
Well, and like there's I saw, and again, it's all stupid Twitter rumors. Is she going to sing with Posty? No. If she's there as the girlfriend, fiance, future wife, or whatever you want to call it. She ain't there to work. If she was, CBS and Jerry would be promoting the hell out of that thing.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's already being billed as what is going to be the most watched regular season game. In fact, I think it was either Greeny or Schrager this morning said, you want to be a part of history, make sure you're watching this game. And I'm like, hey, Disney's doing a great job of promoting a product on CBS, but that's how big this game is.
Well, and I didn't know this, but I heard it earlier. Patrick Mahomes has never played on Thanksgiving Day in his entire career, so this will be his first Thanksgiving Day football game.
In reality, you have the real America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, against the current so-called America's team, the current darlings, partly because of Taylor Swift and I guess Taylor's future sister-in-law. Is that the right way to say it? Kylie Kelsey. She's not a fan of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm so sick of the idea that the Cowboys are America's team so they can kiss my ass. And you guessed it, get f***ed.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now that's Jason Kelsey's wife.
She's getting violent.
Well, and again, you know, I think she's probably more partial to the Eagles, but she's going to be the sister-in-law of Taylor, so to the Chiefs. But I get Eagle fans not wanting to root for the Cowboys. But again, the Cowboys didn't, give themselves that nickname. NFL Films did. And it's not something that – it's not like a trophy game every year that somebody can win it and they get to keep it for a year. But no doubt that the Chiefs are the current America's darling team because of Mahomes and Travis and Taylor. But I do think the broadcast is going to be incredible. And if you're trying to buy tickets for this game, you'll understand just how damn expensive these tickets are. Holy crap. This
you
is
know from experience, huh?
John over at Awesome Tickets sent me the tickets this morning, and I was afraid to ask what was the damage. I did. That's why we're eating in and out.
There you go. Exactly. Well, that's awesome. And you're going to be there. It'll be a fun game, no doubt. And I am looking forward to it. Look, this game means everything to both teams.
Mm-hmm.
If the Cowboys have any opportunity to make the playoffs, they have to win. And you could say the same thing about the Chiefs, honestly. I don't know how many more losses they can afford. So it's a huge football game for both teams.
And honestly, I think there is more pressure on Kansas City than Dallas, even though it is a must-win for both. I think most Cowboy fans are pretty reasonable in the fact that this isn't a playoff football team because of what they did earlier. They might be playing like a playoff caliber team now, or they certainly did Sunday against the Eagles, but the hole was dug too deep for them to dig out of. Kansas City and their run to AFC championship games, they've got all that pressure on them. I think there is more pressure in this game on the Kansas City Chiefs than the Dallas Cowboys. Except for one dude on Dallas, number 88. That dude needs to catch the damn ball.
It's really just lack of focus on my end. Honestly, just thinking of doing two before one, and there's been plenty of that going on. And by that, I mean I'm thinking about my next move before catching the ball and things of that nature. There's not really much on anybody else but myself, and I've never been the type to really point the finger. But, yeah, it's all on me, and I got to handle that.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right. Lack of focus, I can see it. Look, it's like any athlete. You go through slumps. Golfers go through slumps. People do. But I think the pressure's on C.D. Lamb tomorrow because everybody is expecting him to bounce back.
I mean, you just find ways to get better. You want to be solution-oriented and not really much dwell on the problem. Granted, we know the problem. I need to catch the ball. But other than that, man, we'll be fine. When I do catch it, just be ready.
When I do.
When I do.
I'm glad he said when and not if.
I think there's a lot of pressure on that dude, and I wonder, and this will be something to watch for us early on in this football game. Will Dak try to force feed CD Lamb?
You know, I don't know that Brian Schottenheimer will do that. One of the things that I think was so key for Brian Schottenheimer, the play caller, in the comeback win over Philadelphia, is he never panicked. You know, they're down 21-0 and still running the football. He wasn't trying to get it all back on one big play. You know, he stayed with his game plan calling, and if you look at the targets, you know, pretty even distribution. He didn't stop throwing it to CD because CD wasn't having a good game. And he didn't try to get passes to George Pickens because Pickens has been killing it. That's one thing. Schottenheimer seems, and we've got enough sample size this year with him as the play caller. I think there's only been one game I was really mad at him, and that was the Denver game for his piss-poor play calling. But outside of that, it has been pretty consistent. So I don't think you will see a force feeding to 88. Like we saw Philadelphia trying to force-feed A.J. Brown early in that game on Sunday.
Unbelievable, right? Now, Tom Guerrero on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page says he's going to have over 100 yards tomorrow, CD Lamb.
Well, I kind of hope all those yards go to George Pickens because I've got George Pickens on my fantasy team, and the dude I'm playing has CD Lamb. So I'm hoping for a pedestrian 2-catch, 21-yard performance from 88.
That's not going to happen.
I'm just saying.
Not going to happen. Interesting stuff. Look, here's the question I have on this Thanksgiving Day where we're all grateful for something. Think R.J. Ochoa is grateful for Jerry Jones?
Yes.
Think he's grateful for what Jerry has done to pump up and improve this Cowboys football team?
I mean, RJ would still be in a one-bedroom apartment if he was writing for bloggingthetexans.com. Let's be honest.
Well, let's ask him because he's going to join us next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We've got 3 games in the NFL tomorrow, and make sure you're playing along on Underdog. The best place to make your picks and win money in Texas is Underdog. In Feast Week, officially beginning today through November 30th. So check the Underdog app daily for special promos. Whether you're playing basketball tonight, the Spurs do play, or you want to get an early entry done before you start dealing with turkey and family and stuff on Thursday. But again, 3 NFL games, and all you got to do is go higher or lower on stats. Now, I've been telling you, and I've been making a lot of money with George Pickens and higher on receiving yards, crushing it there. Same with Dak. Get all your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. So download the Underdog app today. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to USASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
And attention, Dallas Cowboy fans, Twin Peaks is giving away epic Cowboys jerseys all season long just for catching a game at one of the 4 San Antonio area locations. Get to Twin Peaks for every Cowboys game for your chance to win. Ask your Twin Peaks girl for more details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
If you've been waiting to try learning a new language with Babbel, now is the time. Black Friday has come early this year. Babbel's biggest sale is happening now. Unlock all of the languages on Babbel with a lifetime subscription at our best price of the year. Where will Babbel take you? Find out at Babbel.com. But hurry, this offer ends November 30th. Get Babbel's lifetime access for less for a limited time at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. The day after Thanksgiving, Friday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies take on the Texas Longhorns, presented by Just Putts. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
So, minutes, I'm just seeing this. You knew it already. Jason Garrett, maybe to North Texas to take over for Eric Morris?
It's one of the rumors that are out there.
Wow.
And Jason Garrett still lives in the area. Now, there's also some rumors about some other people and from promoting from within Eric Morris's staff as he gets ready to head over to Oklahoma State. But if you are North Texas, and they did rally and commit a lot of money to that program, you got to swing for the fences to get a coach, and Jason Garrett could be one of those coaches that isn't looking at North Texas as a stepping stone school going up the ladder. He's one that would want to be there and apparently does a lot with their program to begin with, even though obviously he didn't go to college there. He's an Ivy Leaguer type, but he still lives in the area, and I think he's still coaches like to coach.
That would be interesting. Jason Garrett. Wow.
The clapper.
Here we go, Mean
Absolutely.
Green. Here we go, Mean Green. Yeehaw.
Jason Garrett, a lot of great memories with the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day, whether it be as a player or as a coach. He won't have anything to do with this one coming up tomorrow. Let's talk about it with R.J. Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com, joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. R.J., I don't know if you were on early enough to hear the tease into this segment, but Joe Reinagle asked, how thankful is one R.J. Ochoa for Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys?
I'm eternally grateful. I mean, I'm able to put food on my table and a roof over my head because of the empire that he and they have built. It's not lost on me that a lot of the points of criticism I offer, while I feel are objectively founded and rational, still are directed at them. And so they exist to make a lot of money for themselves. And I think I make a lot of money, but, do enough to get by and feel happy and like a strong contributing member of society. So I am very grateful. That's just the time of year to be such.
Well, and that's what, it's Thanksgiving time, and it's the time to be grateful. So I was just curious, and I didn't really even throw in the Dallas Cowboys. It was more just a Jerry Jones. Are you grateful for Jerry?
I think that, I've seen a lot of tweets. I know this is how you guys talk in your text message thread back and forth with one another that are like Jerry cooked, with these trades and things like that. And let me just say that this all could work, right? Like, and define work however you want. That will in no way mean that it was a cooking process, all right? Like, one time Jason Minix made all of us steaks in California because the grill wasn't working outside, and he had to do it on a frying pan, and it was fantastic. It was amazing food, but I'm sure Jason would have preferred a much different process. Results do not justify the process. How we got here, wherever the here ultimately winds up, was very, very, very dumb. But just because it winds up with a really, really smart result doesn't mean that the process wasn't unbelievably stupid.
It's almost as we stay with the Thanksgiving food analogy, because I agree with you. All the flowers for the Pickens move, and you ultimately ended up with Williams, although I still think if you were going to trade Micah, do it in March. They still traded for Elam, and he's not on the team anymore. Mingo's on a milk carton. And as you think about the Thanksgiving spread, you've got your stuffing, you've got your mashed potatoes, and you still have to deal with green bean casserole, and somebody's going to put Brussels sprouts on the table. And nobody wants that stuff. And that's your Mingo and your Elam trades. It's still there, part of the meal, but ain't nobody want it.
I would add to your analogy and say just because, you take a picture and post it on Facebook and everyone is around that meal smiling and happy, that doesn't mean that there wasn't bickering in the kitchen, that somebody didn't say something stupid or unnecessary, that somebody didn't hurt feelings, that somebody wasn't out of the kitchen not offering some sort of help. Everybody did get together and you got everyone to smile and somebody held up a dog wearing the Cowboys jersey or whatever. And, that's the moment that everybody sees. But we could spend hours talking about the dysfunction of how they got here. Even the Pickens trade, as phenomenal as it was, is somewhat undone by the fact that they did not get the extension done the moment that they traded for him. Imagine how brilliant they would look if they had gotten that done, but they didn't, and instead they'll, speaking of milk it for all it's worth in terms of headlines in the offseason. But that's a 2026 problem. I'm here to live for the moment like everyone else.
All right, RJ, let's make your head explode then.
Boy.
CeeDee Lamb is Butterfingers.
Don't do it, Joe.
Butterfingers.
Don't be that guy.
Butterfingers, RJ. What? And we were talking earlier about this. Look, he's had bad games against the Philadelphia Eagles this year. The pressure's on that guy, I think, in this game tomorrow against the Kansas City Chiefs. Do you think Prescott's going to try and force the football his way?
No, I think Dak is way more mature than that. I think if there's any kind of pressing, I think that's what CeeDee's doing. I think he's pressing. I think, we've all topped our drive, right? And then just walked to the ball and, kept the drive around and tried to hit it off the deck and duffed it again. And I think that's what CeeDee's in the middle of. He's just kind of fighting that. And you have to live for the next shot and understand and assess it the proper way. And I think that Dak is capable of doing that. This narrative around CeeDee is absurd to me. I mean, in a literal sense, what pressure does CD face? Like, they're going to cut him? Like, you know what? Like, where's CD going to be like, you know, out if he doesn't play well right now? And I obviously hope that's not the case. I acknowledge that he had a poor game. It was one of the worst games for CD. But within that one of the worst games that he's ever had, he still had 75 yards, a major chunk of which came on a game-defining play where he laid his entire body out physically and was being interfered with. So I think that we are incapable as human beings sometimes of holding multiple truths simultaneously. We used to scream and beg about how unfair it was that CD was only himself and he had to be perfect. Now you don't have to have that be the case. Now CD can have an off game, and it was an off game. And the Cowboys are equipped enough on offense for someone else to shine. I acknowledge George Pickens has played inordinately well this season, but to act like he has had A-plus games each 11 that the Cowboys have played so far would be disingenuous. It's a team operation, and you have to understand that before you say something silly. Not that you do.
Yeah, you got that?
I didn't say anything silly. I just said there's going to be pressure on the guy, and I think there might be some of that this week. And it's not because he's afraid he's going to get cut. It's because CD's a competitor, and he's getting hammered right now, and he doesn't like that.
And again, he's got to play with the pressure. But speaking of pressure, as we visit with RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star, I maintain the Chiefs come into this game facing a lot more pressure than the Dallas Cowboys, even though both teams essentially need this win to keep their faint playoff hopes alive.
I agree with that. I think that, you know, and we could argue about how pathetic or sad or whatever this is, but the Chiefs are trying to keep Sterling reputation alive. The Cowboys lose, and it's like, so what? And they could very well go out and beat Detroit the following week and, you know, just kind of be in the same boat. But this is, I think, a bigger game for Kansas City, also in that they're the team who don't play every year on Thanksgiving, and that it's Mahomes' first ever NFL start at AT&T Stadium, and it's Travis Kelce, and it's just, and to be clear, I think they're pretty used to living in the eye of that storm at this point. But I think the Cowboys are playing with house money in a number of senses. It's a matter of truly, wholly playing freely because, you know, what's going to happen? Like, you know, they're going to talk about us on First Take if we lose. You know what I mean? Like, they're so used to all of this and numb to everything that I think that's, you know, when they fell down 21-0, I do think there was some liberation through that process, right? Some like, hey, you know, if we win, it's a miracle. If we lose, we're the same old losers that everyone says we are on an annual basis. And so I agree completely that Kansas City's facing way more pressure. I think the Cowboys are going to win. I've picked them to win this game, and I think that the foam hat dudes are coming out strong on Friday morning.
Well, they're coming out strong. But look, I will say this: if Cowboys win tomorrow and then somehow go into Detroit and win that game, you look how the schedule's played out. It was a gauntlet at the beginning of the year. Now there's some teams that aren't so good that we thought might be a little bit better. It wouldn't surprise me if this team somehow, some way snuck into the playoffs. Yeah,
I said last Saturday afternoon that I thought they had to win 2 of their next 3. They've obviously, you know, won 1 now. They got split Kansas City and Detroit. And so you're right. If they win tomorrow, they've already accomplished that and then can maybe even sweep that little run. And then they've got to win 3 of their final 4. And you know, early in the season, I would have been skeptical of the Vikings game, but I mean, goodness gracious, they're, you know, just trash right now. The Chargers, you can never rely on. And then I think we all think that they'll easily win on the road against Washington and the Giants. So you're talking about this kind of comes down now to a point of, you know, if you remove what I said, it's now win 3 out of these next 4. So take 3 between Kansas City, Detroit, who looked really bad last week, you know, outside of saving the game in overtime, the Vikings, who are terrible, and the Chargers. And if they win tomorrow, I think we, to your point, believe that it is actually very possible. Now, to be clear, they could do all these things and still, you know, be outside and looking in. That's what happens when you start 3-5-1. But I do think that would really change the narrative entering the offseason, which would, not to call them offseason champs or anything like that, but they began offseasons with just such clouds above them over the last several years that it would be nice to kind of have some sunshine over the course of a few months before next season starts.
You know, it's funny because we probably shouldn't be looking ahead. Minnesota, I agree with you. The Chargers, you don't know what you're going to get. I'm actually a little concerned about Washington and the Giants at the end of the year because Jaden Daniels might be back for Washington, a Christmas Day game on the road. And if Jackson...
Short week.
Short week. I mean, I get it, but And it's Washington, and they're having a crappy season. And just like Cowboy fans in a bad season, if you beat those guys, it doesn't feel as bad. And Washington will have that same mentality. And Dan Quinn against his former team, I don't know. I just don't look at those two at the end as gimmies. And you still have that gauntlet. And in Kansas City, I agree. It's a winnable game because Kansas City isn't what they were coming into the year, what we thought they were. And this Dallas team, and the Raiders game, it was the Raiders. Philly showed us all something. I don't know what this Dallas team is. I don't know if I can still trust the defense or not, but I'm more comfortable trusting the defense today than I was 3 weeks ago.
I think this Dallas team is, we've all been out or something at a place, a party, whatever, and it feels later than it is, and you check your watch, it's like, it's 11:30. The whole night is still in front of us. You know what I mean? Like, we could go across the country right now if I wanted to, right? Like, you're young enough or in the moment enough or caught up enough to where ambition is limitless and endless given the kind of blend of the circumstances that you're in. And I think that that's where they're at, that anything feels possible. And obviously they need help around them to fall a certain way. But I think that's how a game like last week happens, is you truly, are just down to kind of go with the flow and down to see where the night takes you. And it takes a certain sequence of events to get to that point. A lot of teams generally reach that place because they're well run and confident and have lots of success. The Cowboys reached that point in a different sort of path, but they're here nonetheless. And I think it becomes a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy at a certain point, right? Like, it becomes a bit of, well, now Quinn's here. Like, now we're not this joke on defense at stopping the run. And you start to believe these things. And I think that you just you have to turn the ship around at some point. And they're not headed due south anymore, which is the most important thing. I'm not saying they're headed completely north quite yet, but they're turning the ship. And I think that they believe it's possible. That's a really powerful thing in locker rooms. I think Brian Schottenheimer can attest to that from his time with Pete Carroll.
Well, and RJ, I think just coming back from 21-0 down against a quality team like the Philadelphia Eagles, albeit they've been struggling a little bit, but they're Super Bowl champs. You came back, you were 21 points down. Everybody in that stadium, because Minix and I were there, thinking this game's over. There's no way they're coming back from this, but they did. They won the game. To me, that's a springboard for a football team. I know Dak Prescott all week has just been thrilled and hyper and everything else because of that, and I think the entire team is. And I think a win like that can really vault you onto that next level. So it's a long shot, yes, but I think this team has a legit shot to sneak into the playoff tournament.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I'm not going to go as far as saying if they did that they'd be the team you wouldn't want to play or anything like that. But I do think, when you lose games like that, at least the way it was looking like they were going to lose, it makes everything heavier. It makes the meetings you have to sit in more boring, right? It makes the coffee colder and duller and less full of caffeine. But you win, you pulled it off, and all of a sudden this week that they're well accustomed to because they play on Thanksgiving every year, now it's a lot more fun, right? Like now you're high-fiving people in the facility, you're putting up the Christmas lights already, you're doing whatever. Like, it just kickstarts you. That's just human psychology at a certain point in time. So when you steal one like that, it is applicable, I think, to the future. It makes the idea of beating Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs not feel foolish. It makes it feel like it's well within the range of possibility. And saying things how they've struggled feel like legitimate data points and not just points of coping.
RJ Ochoa, bloggingtheboys.com. Our poll question on the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. What is the best Thanksgiving side? We only got 4 options. Stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, or mac and cheese?
I'm going to go with stuffing. The others you do get at other points in the year. I like that's a general line of logic I subscribe to is, some people do stuffing for Christmas. We do because we're smart. But, mac and cheese, I love mac and cheese. I'm going to bake some mac and cheese tomorrow. But, you can have mac and cheese on Friday. You could have had mac and chease today, and it would be normal. You know what I'm saying? So
you can open stovetop at any point, too. You know that, right?
It's not the same. You know that. Don't be silly. Let's be straight up about this. And actually, while we're being straight up, I do want to say I'm thankful to both of you and for this radio station. I say this often, but you've both been great friends and great mentors to me, and this radio station changed my life, literally. Next summer will mark a decade of that. So I am eternally grateful. to this radio station and everybody at Houses, James Pledger and Ari Temkin, David Chinsler, Rob Thompson, of course, Chris Hall. I mean, this radio station has my heart, and I feel that a little bit more this time of year than I do others.
Well, happy Thanksgiving,
Absolutely.
RJ, to you and your beautiful family, my friend. I hope you guys share a lot of love and happiness tomorrow, and the Cowboys can help in that regard.
Hey, well, you know, the tradition is everybody gets stressed out while Dad is working and smoking the turkey because Jason taught me how to do that. And then on Friday, we spend all of our money on crap we don't need. So
that works. Are you smoking the turkey tomorrow, or is your dad going to do it?
Oh, dude. I mean, I'm a good son. I don't want to put it this way, but my dad doesn't know how to smoke the meat. So, so I'm going to smoke the turkey the third or fourth year that I'm doing it. Smoking the turkey outside, baking the cheese inside. Those are my responsibilities. I did fight the grocery stores today, and I got 2 pecan pies that I'll take credit for as well. Pecan, if I'm sounding like one of you two. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to leftovers and the elastic waistbands on my shorts and stuff judging me for the next 10 days.
I got a brisket going right now, RJ, that is cooking at my house in my Traeger right now.
For tomorrow?
Yes.
But what? Well, I know we're short on time, but like that's the main course, or that's like a side with the turkey.
It's part of the main. We have
is that
turkeys.
the main course? It should be.
I'm just saying it's become a tradition in my family that they want a brisket now. So we do have the turkey, but we also have a brisket. So you know, people can pick and choose.
Christ,
or
Joe,
have both.
a brisket isn't even the star. Are you guys eating on pearl dishes? Like, I mean, how much money is going on in the Reinagel household?
Well,
brisket isn't even.
You realize Joe's the poor brother?
There's going to be about 30 people there, my friend. So there's a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Well, post a picture of the smoke ring, please, on Instagram.
You got
Absolutely. And, you know, my Thanksgiving dinner's whatever they've got at the concession stand there
Chili
at Jerry
dog.
World. Yeah. I'm going for that Frito pie dog.
Make sure you eat the mac and cheese. That is the best mac and cheese in the world. But again, relative to the logic at hand, it's available every game, not just on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Happy Thanksgiving, RJ.
Hope you guys enjoyed the Dancing with the Stars finale. You were super tuned in. I
The
was.
what? Good Lord. RJ Ochoa, bloggingtheboys.com, on the Buyers Barricades guest line where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com. You can go vote in our poll there on the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. Stuffing is running away with it.
Running away with it. There are other people on our YouTube channel there that say they have turkey and brisket as well.
Yeah, I saw that. King JCG does that.
Yes.
He's a smart man.
Look, there's a lot of people. You need a lot of food, and so that's what we do. I'm one of those that I'd rather have more than enough than not enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can't wait to get home and check on my brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I won't check on it because
just check your app. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll just do that. You know, usually these stories are reserved to the state of Florida, but
this is embarrassing.
There's a couple of dudes from Texas who are just stupid. I mean, just dumb. We'll tell you what they did and why they're stupid and dumb when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're riding with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
Food, family, and football. It's Thanksgiving, but your takes don't need to take the day off. Make some cash with them at DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Just pick more or less on a couple player stats and ride your read. Hit your calls, and Pick 6 turns a good read into a big return. And if you're new to Pick 6, DraftKings has you. Get $50 in Pick 6 credits with your first $5 entry. Trust your read and make it pay. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KTFM. That's code KTFM. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So, what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
It's back. Just in time for the holidays, the UTSA Roadrunners Holiday Auction. Bid on over 100 incredible items, including gift cards, electronics, trips, and much, much more. Imagine doing all your Christmas shopping without the hassle of holiday crowds. Best of all auction proceeds directly benefit the Roadrunners football program. It's a true win-win opportunity. Go to 210cityfans.org and start bidding today. That's 210cityfans.org, and Merry Christmas.
George gets justice. The holidays should bring warmth and family together, not an unexpected trip to the hospital after being hit by a careless driver. If this happens this holiday season, you need to get George. George Salinas Injury Lawyers handle everything, so you can focus on what really matters, being with the people you love. And remember, you only pay if they win. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
San Antonio Spurs back in action tonight. They're in Portland to take on the Blazers. Tip-off from Portland set for 9 o'clock. Spurs number 2 overall pick, rookie guard Dylan Harper, who's been out since November 2nd with a calf injury, is expected to return and play tonight. Thanksgiving triple header tomorrow starts with Green Bay and Detroit, followed by the Cowboys and Chiefs, concludes with the Bengals and the Ravens, and the return of Joe Burrow on ESPN AM 1250.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day.
Hump day.
Can we do the glub, 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 glub?
Did you find a gobble sound there? Oh, that was bad.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You're a dumb butt.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
I like this better.
Thanks for joining us here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, and happy Thanksgiving. That's a pretty damn good turkey, if I do say so myself.
Do you? It's like a bad R2-D2.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, good times. Good times. I hope everybody's getting their stuff done, have all their stuff ready to go for a nice Thanksgiving tomorrow, and then a long weekend. We certainly are. I got a brisket going, man. And you know what? What's weird about that, Minix? I know it's fine, but I can't. Normally you cook a brisket, you're checking on it, right, on the app, and I'm not lifting the lid. But
if you're looking, you ain't cooking. Right. It's good. This is the best thing for you.
Maybe it is.
You won't screw it up. Have you checked the app?
No.
Well, you can check the app all you want.
I can't check the app.
Why?
Because I don't have it on my Traeger app. I just have it on my meter. And so
the thermometer.
Right.
Well, you might not be able to check that, but you can check your Traeger app to make sure that your temperature is where it needs to be. I mean, because you open that thing up and you see that you're at 500 degrees, you realize you've caught this thing on fire.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Holy
Man, actually, don't check the app, just in case.
Yes. If you hear fire trucks heading into my house, let me know.
Is your wife home?
No.
Oh, yeah. Burn the house down. Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. Now that you said that, man, jeez.
Let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
You can?
Well,
I don't know, man. See, now I'm nervous.
Did you plug it in?
Yes, it was working just fine when I left. It says I'm offline. Looks like your grill is, or we cannot connect to Wi-Fi. I'm on Wi-Fi.
Well, it's not you. It's your grill.
I got
your grill has to be on Wi-Fi. You're screwed, man. Your wonderful brisket might be up in smoke.
You know what? That's probably true because,
you unplugged the Wi-Fi the other day.
Well, we changed the company since I've used the Traeger last.
Oh, good Lord.
Then it was doing just fine when I left.
Is it even on?
Yes, Pledge, it's on. Dude, my
Pledge
brisket
doesn't even know how to do it.
My brisket is legendary, pal. All right?
Legendary?
Legendary.
Legendary?
Yes.
I mean, you're going How I Met Your Mother legendary?
Legendary.
Legendary.
Yes. Y'all see. You'll see.
No, I trust me. I mean, I know, and I know your brother well enough. And quite frankly, other people in your family. If it sucked, they would tell you it sucked.
They would tell me.
They would let me know it sucked, so I would give you plenty of crap.
Yes, they would. That's the kind of people they are. You see how my family is?
Yeah, they're not going to just be nice and tell you it was,
no.
Oh, Joey, good job. Don't do that again.
Exactly right. So
right,
hopefully everything's okay.
You're fine. Let's do the Headline Blitz. Oh, do it again. What the hell?
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
Yeah, that part is true. Speaking of two guys, how about two idiots?
Oh, my gosh.
And unfortunately, they're from the state of Texas.
Yes, they are.
One is from Allen. So now, Allen and Argyle. So I'm thinking you got a couple of rich kids, right? Some guy named Gavin Weissenberg of Allen and Tanner.
Gavin Rivers Weissenberg.
And Tanner Thomas.
Christopher Thomas. So they both have, they're using their middle names, and I wonder if they do that.
I don't know, but I mean, they obviously go to some sort of country club. Gavin and Tanner, your tea time at 10:07, right? Now these guys, one's 21 and one is 20. One, it appears to be in the military. One guy, both of their mugshot. I mean, their mugshots. So I mean, they look crazy.
Yeah,
they were frowned upon when they walked into the country club. They have been charged over violent plans that included an armed coup of an Haitian island where they wanted to take over an island that has 87,000 people. Apparently, they were recruiting homeless people to create their own army to take over this island in Haiti and
Kill
they
all
wanted
the
to
men.
kill all the men and enslave all the women, and they were
children,
and they were going to overthrow this island. It's bizarre.
They were going to buy a sailboat and weapons for the attack. So they must have Daddy's credit card to go do that, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. But usually this is reserved for the state of Florida, so I'm a little embarrassed here.
I'm a lot embarrassed.
For the state of Texas, because these two morons are from the state of Texas.
Now, apparently the one dude, Thomas, guessing Air Force, he was stationed at Ramstein Air Base there in Germany, and he was somehow able to transfer to Andrews, the Joint Base Andrews there in Maryland outside of D.C., so he could recruit more homeless types. Now, again, this should be Florida, but this is Texas.
Yeah,
it should be Florida. But imagine, let's gather up some homeless people and create an army thinking that they're going to follow direction and work as one. Make that make sense. Make any of this make sense.
Well, and recruiting homeless people.
Yeah, so yeah.
That's just, it's a bizarre story. It really is. Almost as bizarre as a dude he doesn't like Thanksgiving.
Well, he's a PETA type. Now,
he is a PETA type.
Now, I'm a PETA type, but of a different variety. I'm a member of people eating tasty animals.
Yes.
Which we will all do tomorrow, or most of us anyway. But this guy trying to protest Thanksgiving, he tried to stop traffic by laying on a cutting board, posing like a turkey.
And he's got two fake turkeys next to him.
Yes.
And he's actually got his legs up like a turkey would.
Now,
when it's plucked and ready to cook.
We're radio, right? So we've got to be very descriptive. Now, I do realize there could be kids in the car, so I'm going to try to be very, very careful as I describe the photo that I'm looking at of this guy. And what I imagine when I see this photo is what a lot of massage-type therapists described Deshaun Watson's favorite position was in Houston.
The doggy...
No, the baby, the happy baby.
The happy baby. Yeah.
Didn't work out well for this guy. Kind of like it didn't work well for Deshaun Watson.
Well,
or the turkeys that we're all going to enjoy tomorrow.
Hey, look, if you don't like turkeys and you don't eat meat, that's fine. I got no problem with you. But come on.
Well, apparently PETA hoped that this stunt would shame America into eating vegan roasts.
Only thing it shamed was the dude who's sitting there on the street looking like an idiot. Now, that's the only person he shamed. I mean, my gosh, can you imagine going
naked?
I mean, he is basically naked. He's got shorts on, no shirt, and
well,
they're looking like a goof.
And spicy and naked.
And his shorts are actually like those spandex biker shorts, and they're flesh colored.
Yes.
So when you first see the photo, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank ginness. You're not seeing any giblets.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, vegan roast.
Happy Thanksgiving,
I'll
everybody.
Pass.
Yeah.
I'll pass. On a brighter note, the NFL has announced to honor the United States' 250th birthday, they're going to have special footballs made and markings on football fields starting in January.
They're really cool, too, if
Yeah.
you've noticed that, because it is our 250th birthday next year, next 4th of July. The good old US of A will be 250 years old, and so the celebration, well, the NFL is going to do it. And it's cool. It's got 250 written on there, kind of an American flag-looking thing, and it's going to be pretty cool.
It's almost like the 250 is like the streamers, the bunting that you would see along the stadium. They just got it to where it would wrap around. It's spelled out 250. Pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Way to go, NFL.
The game, the special game balls will be used starting with the Week 18 games on January 3rd and 4th. Ironically, America's team will be playing actually, I guess they're in New York that week. I was thinking, is that the week they're in Washington? But they're in Washington the week before on Christmas Day. So they'll be in New York with those, which would be pretty cool.
It'll be outstanding. So good for the NFL. South Florida, pretty good football team.
Well, they're having a hell of a year.
They're having a great year. We're going to talk about them. They're spending a lot of money just trying to be NIL types and to fit in with the big boys. And does Notre Dame actually bribe the college football playoff committee?
Good Lord.
I mean, they must. They must actually bribe these guys and pay them money because I don't understand. I don't understand. We'll talk about it. Therapy session when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. First, I want to talk to you about my good friends at Stevens Roofing and Solar. Love talking about this company because, well, they're a family-owned company, number one. They've been in business in San Antonio since 1983. Think about that for just a minute. 1983, this company's been in business here. So that should tell you everything you need to know about the reliability and how they do business. It is just unheard of. That is incredible that they've been in business here that long. They've added solar to their repertoire. If you've been thinking about doing solar panels on your house, Stevens Roofing and Solar is the name you need to remember. The number you need to remember is 210-785-0994. They'll put a plan together. You tell them what you want done and how you want it done. They'll put a plan together. You discuss it, and they'll get it done for you. If your roof has an issue, obviously, Stevens Roofing and Solar can handle that as well. In fact, they'll send a team out to your house free of charge. They won't charge you to come out and inspect your roof. They'll let you know if there's anything wrong with the roof. They'll let you know if everything is okay. Either way, you're going to have that peace of mind that you need as we head into the holiday season. Stevens Roofing and Solar, the absolute best in the business. Give them a call, 210-785-0994, or you can get them online at stevensroofing.net.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over those beautiful icy balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu that's second to none. And Twin Peaks hand-stretched flatbreads, oh, they're coming out hot. Close out your night with our favorite flatbreads. They're available during the late night hours, Sunday through Thursday for only $8. That's only from your favorite lodge, Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, and oh, those scenic views.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. you'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. This is Andrew Monaco. Turn your outdoor space into Aggieland with quality, durable Texas A&M pottery from Just Pots. Available in a variety of sizes, Texas A&M pottery, also the perfect touch for indoor decor because, as we all know, maroon and white goes with anything. And they're a great gift idea for fellow Aggies. Available online at justpots.com or in store at 17115 Redland Road, just inside Loop 1604. Aggie family owned, classes 76, 89, 21, and 23. Just Pots.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the morning huddles. AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I'm a good for a Vegas guy for about a 48-hour Vegas guy, and then I gotta.
That's the right amount of time. Yeah, he's aged appropriately. That's the right amount of time. I'll tell you what, there's a show sounded awesome. I wouldn't recommend it though. Thunder from Down Under.
Yeah,
I
you
went in
might
there.
enjoy that.
It sounded awesome at first, and then it was not what I thought it was going to be.
I mean, I might go there to scout. You know,
Yeah, you
I
might find
a tight end.
I'll say this: there's a run stopper there. I saw a guy in a three-point stance with both his hands on his hips. I don't know how this happened, but I saw that. Coach.
Oh man,
why were you in there? I told you I wasn't in the wrong place.
I needed the laughter. Hey, I needed the laughter today, guys. I appreciate it. Seriously.
Thanks, Coach.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. Listen to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on your Amazon or Google smart speaker and just say, Alexa, play 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Well, there's a big college football weekend coming up as well, along with the NFL. Big football weekend for sure, and I am looking forward to it. Our Longhorn insider, Bob Ballou from KEYE Sports in Austin, will join us about 3:35 to talk about that Longhorn Aggie football game coming up on Friday night. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Appreciate you tuning in on this Wednesday getaway day for a lot of you. You're out driving around or wherever you're watching on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and watching, we do have a poll up for Thanksgiving sides. What's the best Thanksgiving side? There are some options there. Go vote in the poll. And as we get ready to talk Texas and Texas A&M, and Bob Ballou coming up, Andrew Monaco, the voice of the Aggies, will join us a little bit later. Those are two programs that are not worried about NIL dollars. If they need somebody, they're going to be able to go get it. We have heard so much from Jeff Traylor at UTSA about the need for UTSA to step up to be competitive. We know what North Texas has done. In North Texas, Coach Morris, 3 successful years. Well, really 3 years there. 1 really good year that he's in the middle of now. He is leaving for Oklahoma State in the same week in which North Texas was committing more and more money. Yesterday, South Florida made a major commitment. Also looks like they're going to lose their coach.
To Arkansas, right?
To Arkansas,
yeah.
Although there's various reports. The athletic director at South Florida is on record as saying, in fact, Rob Higgins, the athletic director, actually tweeted out, since Saturday's game, Coach Golish has been presented with outside opportunities. He's been transparent with us. We are respectful and supportive of Coach and his family in their decision. We'll remain in constant communication. And if he leaves, we'll go find somebody. What South Florida did yesterday, their board of trustees, they have become the first non-power program to fully fund the $20.5 million plus in athlete revenue share. That is pretty incredible. That is what Jeff Traylor was talking about when they went and played at South Florida a couple of weeks ago. And when you look at Memphis and other schools in the American, where none of these teams, except for South Florida and Memphis, because they've got those huge donations, have publicly said how much money they have, but all the different people that guesstimate and chart, they thought UTSA last year was middle of the pack. Now it looks like UTSA is last in the conference. I don't know that to be a fact, but it appears that way.
You can't compete if you're last.
Well,
you can't.
You can't. And this year, South Florida was working with a $4.5 million budget, according to this report in their student newspaper that got published today. $4.5 million in revenue sharing was allocated by the Board of Trustees a few months before they began play this year. And I don't think UTSA is close to that. I'd be surprised if they're half of that. Now, remind you, they've got to spend $10 million over a 3-year period. And it seemed like everything that we heard from Lisa Campos, they're going to have to ramp up to that, which tells me they didn't spend a lot this year because they have to go figure out a way to raise more money.
They got 2 years to spend about $9 million. Then is that about right?
8, 9,
something like that.
Which is, it is bizarre. But I thought the timing of one of Jeff Traylor's rants was odd because it was after a huge win and he seemed salty and surly but if this is what he is competing against, then you do wonder how sustainable is it for UTSA. If they want to be a program and a player in the American and compete for championships, the university has to step up and go raise more money, which means they're going to be asking a lot of local business owners and whatnot to raise money. I saw Vinny Fancetta on Ken's 5 has a great article. It's a great story that he posted on Twitter. I retweeted it earlier, where he's talking with Bob Wills, who runs one of the
collectives,
yeah. 210 City Fans. And Bob's like, I've got like 36 guys on my payroll making from $500 to $3,500. And if you get these other businesses that would commit to a couple grand every month to the program, they could raise that money. I saw at Arizona State, their head coach said, if every restaurant would put a food item, name it after a player, you'll get people in there. If everybody were, businesses that can throw in $500 a month, whether it's to a particular player or to the fund, you can easily raise that kind of money. And one of the things that if you look at, Alex hadn't been at South Florida that long. He's got the money there, but he's still apparently leaving and going to the University of Arkansas. And again, trying to get to Power 4. Eric Morris, 3 good years, and he's off to the Big 12. Jeff Traylor could have left a couple of years ago. There's been opportunities for Jeff Traylor to leave, but he has chosen to stay. And there's that old saying, and I remember I said something along these lines when it was Texas Tech and some of the other teams that were, looking at Jeff Traylor. If that's your goal, you got to go when you can. And like I said yesterday with Eric Morris, strike while the iron is hot. At some point, Jeff Traylor, he's being rewarded from the university. He got that 10-year contract, but the support from the university, and I don't know the inner workings politically over there, if this is all on the athletic director, Lisa Campos, or on the president, Dr. Amy, or a combination of both. But they've got to go figure out how to find that money to make sure this program stays competitive.
Well, sure. That may be easier said than done. And that's the problem. I don't know what the inner workings are of the corporations here in San Antonio or the businesses here in San Antonio. What I find just bizarre and horrible about this, look, hell, South Florida's building a stadium on there, a $200 million stadium. I think Jeff Traylor would love to have something like that, a local stadium. They love the Alamo, don't get me wrong, but it'd be a hell of a lot easier for the students to get to a football game if it's right there on campus than having to take whatever they have to take to get all the way downtown. They have an indoor practice facility that I know Jeff Traylor's been begging for a long time. But again, I don't know where this money's coming from. And what I find very unfair is the fact that the NCAA and its lack of balls in trying to fix this problem. So we've got to go to the people in this community have to support the athletes to go to UTSA or Incarnate Word or wherever, or South Florida or whatever the case may be. I mean, my God, we're asking a community to support a football team here and donate money monthly or whatever the case may be, and maybe communities or businesses want to do that, and that's fine. They can do whatever they want to with their money. But I mean, how unfair is it to put all of this burden on the people of whether it's San Antonio or wherever the hell South Florida is, or any college? It's just not right. And we're saying, hey, you got to go out and find it. Go find it. Go find it. Well, where the hell is it?
I mean, you gotta have some people that can go out there and raise money. And South Florida has found the people that will donate money. Hell, look at the amount of money that they have raised at Texas State. And, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, long-time universities, big universities with a lot of rich alumni. And UTSA doesn't have that yet. But I don't know that South Florida, how they're going and raising this money, but they're going and finding that money because they've hired people that are going out and doing the fundraising. I don't know what the staff is like over at UTSA or the accountability, but other programs are getting it done, and that's almost the name of the game now. And you're right, it is a burden on the community, but if it's something that if you want to be a part of a winning program, they're asking businesses to step up and do that. And, I don't know, South Florida kind of feels a lot like UTSA, where a lot of people in the area in Tampa might have ties to Miami or Florida State or the University of Florida, but are they taking some of the money that they would normally donate to their school, that school, and peeling some off for South Florida? Because, man, it feels like that program has come out of nowhere to be able to raise that money and build that program, and they're trying to get to a bigger conference. They're trying to get to a P4 conference, and I seem to recall when UTSA was climbing the conference ladder, Lisa Campos saying Big 12 wasn't out of the question, but I think right now the way they're raising money or not raising money, that's a pipe dream that needs to be put in a drawer until they can actually raise money to be competitive where they are right now in the American in football.
The problem is, and even Higgins at South Florida is saying this, is right now college football is in an industry that's not changing by the day, it's changing by the hour. So you don't know. I mean, if I think if UTSA and the folks over there, Lisa Campos, had known that it was going to come to this, I don't think they ever jumped to the American Conference because they just don't have the funds to do that. And again, we talked about it. Jeff Traylor is his own worst enemy, I think, because he is doing things and winning football games despite what their lack of funds. This money from South Florida, the way I understand it, did not come from the community. It came from an internal loan, according to this article. So it didn't come from the community.
Well, on that part of it, for the revenue share to get up to the $20.5 million, but all the other money and then other parts of NIL is raised through. But instead of with the revenue share that the American Conference requires $10 million over 3 years, they're going on the full commitment, just like Texas Tech or Texas at that 20.5. That is revenue share internal money. And I'd be curious to know where's UTSA on that this year. South Florida was at 4.5 of internal money, not from the outside money that they can use with their collectives in addition to their revenue share dollars.
Hey, this is crazy, and I guess they got creative. It's an internal loan, according to this, of up to $22.5 million, which is part of what's going to allow $16 million of that to go to student-athlete revenue sharing payments for next year. We're just talking about next year. So you're going to have to come up with a way to do it again the following year. The following year. And the following year. It's just not sustainable. It's not, and it's going to come crashing down eventually. It's just going to. I don't see how it's sustainable. I just don't see how it is, and it's baffling. College football is great right now. but I think we're headed for a cliff, man. I really do. We got a big game to celebrate, though, on Friday. Texas A&M. It's coming up Friday night, and it should be a dandy. Our Longhorn insider, Ballou from KEYE Sports, he joins us next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Spurs do play tonight. We got incredible football tomorrow on Thanksgiving, then Friday, Saturday, all the rivalry games in college football and NFL Sunday. Make sure you're having a lot more fun by playing along on Underdog, the best place to get in on all the action, make your picks, and win money in Texas. And it's that time of year again. Feast Week is back on Underdog today through November 30th. Make sure you check the Underdog app daily for all kinds of special promos. And playing is easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower, whether it's basketball points and rebounds and steals, receiving yards, rushing yards, touchdown passes, and football. Get all your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. And with those Feast Week promos, chance to win more money. So download the Underdog app today. Use promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
How's the heating and AC at your house? If you've got any issues, you've got to call Right Home Services. Veteran-owned and operated, they've been serving San Antonio for more than 45 years now. They're certified, background-checked, and highly trained professionals. And right now, Right Home Services has a great special. This is for a whole home AC system replacement, $79.99 right now. The number's 210-444-0000, Right Home Services.
The right stuff.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to KEYE, the #1 business phone system. KEYE works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And KEYE's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust KEYE. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try KEYE for free at KEYE.com/sports. That's KEYE.com/sports to try KEYE free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are here. Grab your coffee and put on your sneakers because it's go time. Through Saturday, save up to 50% on everything from toys to beauty faves, winter styles, and more. Plus, earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Yep, that's extra Kohl's Cash. So run, don't walk. Just hold on tight to that coffee. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers end November 29th. See store or kohls.com for details.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, you can upgrade to a queen mattress and adjustable base for just $399.99. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Car wreck? What happens next? Thomas J. Henry knows you deserve to get compensated for your injuries. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. The name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. The day after Thanksgiving, Friday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies take on the Texas Longhorns, presented by Just Pots. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I know where I'm going to be 6:30 Friday night. I'll be watching a hell of a football game. The Texas Longhorns, Texas A&M Aggies getting together in Austin this year. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix.
It's going to be an incredible game. Let's talk about it. Bob Ballou from KEYE Television in Austin and the Stampede podcast joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. I guess we know where you're going to be at 6:30 on Friday.
Yes, you do. I will be in the heart of DKR Texas Memorial Stadium for the renewal. First time it's in Austin in 15 years, so that's a nice little treat. This should be fun.
So what's the real story of the day is, the pissing match between these two fine universities. Last year, Bevo didn't get to go to the game, so this year the Aggies can't bring their dog?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I don't think there's an issue with that.
I don't have an issue with it.
Reveille, you're not allowed in the building.
Let me go back to one thing. Is this a rivalry or not? Like, does it matter or doesn't it? Because if and I get it, like if you've been to the newly formed Kyle Field, like there's not room for Bevo. I get that. That's okay. But you think Texas is going to allow your mascot in when you're not letting theirs in? Come on. It's a rivalry. Of course you're not going to let that happen. How could Aggies actually be mad about this? Like, you know what's coming.
You know the answer to that question, too.
Yes. Like, that's the fun part of this. It's every, I was kind of saying this because we don't get this a lot anymore. Everybody's so politically correct. We can't say anything wrong. We have to just say, oh, they're good and we're going to give it our best and blah, 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 blah. And then finally, our Maj Reed Adams yesterday says, well, he tried to avoid it. They pressed him on it. And then he finally said, cowards do what cowards do, about Texas stomping on the logo after they won the game last year. And it was like, thank you. Like, can somebody talk some trash? Can we, get this thing going a little bit? Like, I don't know. I loved, back in the day, I can't remember who it was. I know Chris Gilbert was at midfield, but Texas and they did the coin flip, and the referee said, I think Texas won the toss and said, do you want the ball or defend whatever? And whoever it was just looked at the ref and said, I don't give a S. Like, that's what we need. Like, just let's just go. I don't care. Give them the ball. Who cares? Like, we're going to kill them. And, like, I just miss that. Like, we need more of a – like, it doesn't have to be crazy talk, but, like, hey, A&M should be mad that Texas ran to the logo and stomped on it a little bit before Sark got to them. That's fine. Let it piss them off a little bit. Tell us about it. Like, that's the best part of this. That's what makes this rivalry great.
I agree with you. And I was look, if they're stomping on the field and if the Aggies come into Austin and win, they should do the same thing. I mean, that's exactly what should happen. I'm with you, Bob. You know, we're all too politically correct these days. You know what? Because –
But is it cowardly? I mean, really, there's a different word that he got. Cowardly? You won the
well,
game.
It's not
right?
the point. I think the word – no, but the reason I think he said cowardly because they felt like Texas waited until A&M left the field to go do it. Where in
sports.
But in reality it was Texas went over to sing The Eyes of Texas, I believe, if I remember this whole situation correctly, and then went back to the logo or something. I don't know. But in the end, it's fine. It is what it is.
It's a blast. It's a blast. And look, Friday night's going to be a blast. And the fact that this is back, it's in Austin. You know that crowd's going to be nuts. There'll be a lot of Aggie fans, I'm sure, in that stadium as well. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And quite frankly, look, and I, Bob, you got me all fired up. I piss off Aggie fans all the time. This might be the toughest test for them all season.
Yeah, I mean, I think at Notre Dame is probably comparable.
Oh, stop it. Those domers suck.
Texas is obviously playing better football offensively, but playing much worse football defensively. And that's, if you're a Texas fan, that's what's going to concern you, because the first 7 games of the year, Texas gave up 10 points a game. The last 4, they've given up 35 a game. That's a pretty dramatic shift. So, and those have all come when they're playing these dual threat quarterbacks: Diego Pavia, Gunnar Stockton, Taylon Green. So that should really concern Texas fans. But, maybe, Anthony Hill questionable. Sark said, even last Saturday said, I suspect we'll get him back. That would be a huge, obviously probably the biggest addition to the defense, unless it's Colin Simmons. It's one of those two guys. Anthony Hill's a Butkus Award finalist. So, it's going to take all hands on deck. This Aggie team is 11-0 for a reason. I realize they haven't played any of the top, whatever it is, current 6 in the conference, but they've done what they need to do to this point. And really, like, if you go back to the LSU game, that was when LSU needed it the most, and they needed to play their best football, and A&M just destroyed them. And I think that was like the statement for this team. What will they do when they play an Alabama or a Georgia or this Texas team Friday night? I don't know. But certainly this is a very good Texas A&M team to watch them on tape, to see, like, I love watching Cassius Howell and Torian York play football. Like, they're awesome. And so you're going to get, like, some of these incredible matchups that we've all been hoping for. Will that mean it's going to be a shootout? Will that mean it's going to be a defensive struggle? I have no idea. I just know that Mike Elko's done a tremendous job. He's been incredible scheming what they've done this year. And again, Arch is going to see some things he probably hasn't seen. They're going to show some stuff they haven't seen on tape yet. But Arch has become a much better prepared quarterback and is playing better football. Again, he has 3 seconds in the pocket compared to 2. I think that helps a lot. But he's just developed and grown a lot over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And it's been really fun to see his growth. Again, he go back to the Florida game. He wasn't bad. Like, you go watch the tape. He was good. He just didn't have any time in the pocket. His receivers weren't getting open, that kind of stuff. But now it's like they're all kind of starting to click, and we're starting to see kind of what we thought this Texas team could be at the beginning of the year.
Bob Ballou from KEYE Television in Austin, host of the Stampede podcast with Mack Brown, joining us here on the Blitz. As you say that, Arch has to have receivers catch the ball. That would help him tremendously when you look at the numbers. But from a just football standpoint, as you're preparing to watch this game, is it more Texas needs to do this, and this to be able to beat this Aggie team? Or are you, if Texas just plays their game, they can win? Or what concerns you most about what A&M can exploit?
Yeah, I don't know that I have felt as unsure about what's going to happen in a game in a while. Like I just feel like this could go 15 different directions. And can Texas defensively have the same type of eye discipline? And that's the word we've used all week. Like that more than anything with Marcel Reed. But like Marcel Reed's so much a better quarterback than he was a year ago. And Texas allowed no points against this Aggie offense last year. But this is a much different Marcel Reed. He's got Casey Concepcion, who's just incredible. Mario Kraber started off really hot, and then it's just kind of been good, solid throughout the year. But I mean, he was dynamic early on. He could be dynamic again Friday. Reuben Owens can run the football. I mean, we all know that. But it's Marcel Reed from start to finish. This Texas defense has to have good eye discipline and be able to just contain him. Like even last year, he had a bunch of explosive plays, but they were able to kind of stop them in some key moments. I think that's my first concern, just because of the way this defense has played the last 4 weeks at times. Like it just hasn't been what I think they thought it would be, what it was the first 7 games. So I think that's the first key. And then turning it offensively, I asked Sark on Monday about the running game. I said, you still can't, like, you finally got your offensive line a little bit set, but you still can't run it as effectively as you like. Like what? And he was like, he's still kind of like not really giving in that, it's been terrible, and it has been. They're going to have to be able to at least run the football a little bit, I think. But then again, against Arkansas, they didn't really run it all that well. They ran 59 offensive plays, and Arch was, had 6 touchdowns and threw for 393 yards. So I guess if that's working, you don't really have to run the football. But if you're a defense, obviously you want to make somebody one-dimensional. But Texas might just be one-dimensional right now. Might just be the reality of it. And so, if they can figure these things out and get the receivers to catch the ball and, get some explosive plays, those 4 guys have been good for Arch lately. I mean, Ryan Wingo's obviously taken some steps, but DeAndre Moore scored 3 touchdowns last week. Emmett Mosley's been pretty reliable. Parker Livingston's been pretty reliable. And so, that's kind of the key on both sides of the ball, like contain Marcel Reed and then figure out, like, where we just have to throw the ball over the field to win this game? And if that's the case, go do it.
Well, I think Arch ought to just play every position. I mean, obviously he can catch.
Yeah.
He made a hell of a catch in the end zone. Run the football. He can throw it. He can do it all. Bob, I heard Sark earlier this week, and he was asked a question about the playoffs and if they needed to win this game to get into the playoffs, and he didn't answer that question. And I haven't heard him answer the question. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. But does Texas really have an opportunity to make the playoffs, even if they beat Texas A&M?
All right, so I this has been like a real contentious subject on social media. I think it's been a little bit contentious throughout college football as to, like, is Texas legitimately a playoff team? And I mean, the realistic answer is no, in terms of like what has to happen for that to happen. Now, there are all these teams in front of them. They're going to need a bunch of upsets this weekend. They're going to need Michigan to lose to Ohio State. They're going to need Pitt to beat Miami. They're going to need Auburn possibly to upset Alabama, LSU to beat Oklahoma, some of those type of things. It's not really realistic, but should some of those things happen and you start looking at the Texas resume, it's probably the most complicated resume in college football because they're going to have a loss against what is probably going to be a 3-9 Florida team, maybe 4-8, but whatever, same difference. They're going to have a 25-point road loss to Georgia. And it depends on how you look at it from there, because the 25-point road loss to Georgia was a 14-10 game in the fourth quarter. That's on the road against, what could possibly end up being an 11-1 Georgia team. They lost the opener to the number 1 team in the country by a touchdown in the opening game of this team that just wasn't what they are now. Then you flip it to the other side, look at their wins. They're going to have, if they beat A&M, they're going to have 3 top 10 wins, which no team has done since LSU did it with Joe Burrow in 2019. That's a pretty positive statement for what you've been able to do. And you've obviously improved from where you were at the beginning of the year. You're playing much better. Are you better than, and again, this is with those teams losing these games, are you better than 3-loss Michigan? Are you better than 3-loss Tennessee? Are you better than 3-loss Alabama? Are you better than 3-loss Oklahoma? Obviously, you played Oklahoma in a neutral field. You'd think they'd say yes, but who knows with this committee? They've got Notre Dame ahead of Miami. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
So like, I just, is it possible? Yeah. I mean, is it realistic? Not really. But like, and I also appreciated Sark saying this. I'm not going to address this until after the game, because there's absolutely no point in him being like, well, if we win this game, here's why I think we're deserving. There's no point in saying that. You've got to win the game first. So put all your attention into that. And then if you win the game, after the game, he can say, hey, look, guys, we've got 3 wins against top 10 teams. We're playing in the toughest conference in the country. All 3 of our losses are road losses. One of them's to the number 1 team in the country. One of them's to the number 4 team in the country. Like, if we hadn't played the Ohio State game and we were 10-2, we'd probably be in. So, if we played UAB instead of Ohio State.
Maybe, but Bob, I look at, you barely beat Kentucky. You barely beat Mississippi State. Even if they beat A&M, they don't look like a playoff team. They don't look like a team that should be competing for a national championship. I'm not sure what bowl game they would go to, but they should be getting ready for the Outback Bowl, not the playoffs.
I mean,
that's with the win.
I think it would be the Citrus Bowl against Michigan, which would be great. Like, that'd be a lot of fun. But to your point, Jason, it's not that I disagree with you. I don't think they've looked the part until really the last couple of weeks when they kind of started to turn things around. Again, 2 weeks ago, they lost by 25 at Georgia. So I know what you're saying. I think the committee feels the same way you do. I think most people do. But I do believe there is a 2% or 3% outside path to get them in the playoff. I just think dismissing it and saying you're not because you lost to 3-9 Florida, I think that's like you're not putting all the facts on the table. And then if you again, it's going to take 3 or 4 upsets this weekend to even give them a shot at it. Like, okay, I'll go back to this. Take Oklahoma. If Oklahoma loses to LSU, again, I don't think they will, but if they lose to LSU and they're 9-3, are you going to take Oklahoma or Texas?
Well, I don't know. You go back to your Miami, when you talking about who are they going to pick? It should be Texas.
It should be. Not saying it would be, but again, the committee could be like, well, Mateer was coming off the injury. They didn't play. Texas won that game by 17 points. Like, I just go back to those type of things where it's like, if you're going to compare head-to-head, at least compare the head-to-head of the teams that played each other, and then put the team that beat them in the playoff. But regardless, no, I don't think any of this is realistic. I don't think Texas is going to beat A&M. So I think let's start there. Like, I think that, we're going to look back at 2005. Texas was 11-0 and went to College Station, had to finish that off to go to the national championship game, finished 12-0. Here we are 20 years later. A&M's 11-0 going on the road to finish off a 12-0 season and go to the SEC championship game. I'm not it's not a knock on Texas, but we've seen 11 games of this Texas team. We've seen enough to think we believe we know who they are. I've seen enough of A&M to think they're really good. So, I don't know. You put all that on the table, you would just think a lot of that favors A&M.
Depends on what team shows up. The first half of Mississippi,
right? No,
South
100%.
Carolina, or the second half. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And again, we're going to find. Again, I've used this example too. What if Texas beats A&M Friday night, like 41-10, and then A&M still Auburn beats Alabama, A&M goes to the SEC championship game, and they get boat raced by Georgia or Ole Miss or whoever it is again, like 41-10 or whatever. Would you take A&M or Texas in a playoff spot? Like, there are so many debates that you could get into. None of them are probably going to happen. None of them are realistic. But like, if you look at A&M's resume and they were to get blown out and blown out again, are you going to penalize them for playing in the championship game, or are you going to look at their body of work and say, this team just lost by 30 twice. Are they really a playoff team? I don't think that's going to happen. I think A&M's really good. I'm just making the point, like, this committee could go anywhere with any of the scenarios that you want to put out there.
When you had the committee chair doing the whole 6-7 bit last night on TV, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Right.
We'll see.
Right.
It's going to be fun. Bob, on our YouTube poll question today, what's the best Thanksgiving side? Stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, or mac and cheese?
I'm not the person to ask this question because I don't eat a lot of different foods. I'm just kind of a plain and dry whatever. But mine's mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
I mean, again, I love mac and cheese. But again, I'm like, you put all these dishes out on the table and everybody's like, oh, this is all so good. I'm like, I just want like some turkey and some mashed potatoes and some mac and cheese. And
Glad you said turkey. I thought you were going to go with like frozen chicken nuggets. Just feed Bob like
That's
he's 8.
Yes, that's me. Give me my frozen chicken nuggets. I'll sit at the kids' table with the kids, and I'll be more than happy to watch the Cowboy game, have a beer, have some chicken nuggets, and call it a day.
Well, they're gonna feed you well at the stadium Friday night, Bob. That's the question.
I believe we'll get tacos. That's what we've had every meal this year.
Fajitas,
we'll
right?
Tacos.
Some things never change.
Some things never change.
Some things never change.
Happy Thanksgiving, Bob.
Happy Thanksgiving, my friends. I really have enjoyed doing this year with you guys, and obviously, anytime you want to talk Texas football or Texas athletics or just life in general, don't hesitate to reach out.
Are you not on next Wednesday?
I'm happy to be on next Wednesday. I just mean in general.
Yeah,
like,
we're not done.
I'm saying thank you.
It's a goodbye speech or something. Oh, is that what that was?
No, it's Thanksgiving. I'm saying thank you for all you guys do.
You're awesome, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. Bob Ballou from the Stampede podcast and KEYE television in Austin here on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. Josh Jimenez calling out Bob. No beer at the kids' table.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
They teach those kids to drink beer at some point.
You don't get carded on Thanksgiving. Come on, Josh.
That's right. The heck with those kids. They got to adjust their lives to mine. It's the way it should be.
All right, Grandpa.
Oh, good stuff. Now, we will get the other side of the coin on this Texas A&M matchup. Andrew Monaco is going to join us about 5:15, the voice of the Texas A&M Aggies. We'll get his thought process on what he thinks is going to happen in that big game as well. So much more to talk about, including the NFL and the Cowboys and all of that stuff, and we'll do it when we return here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. It's back. Just in time for the holidays, the UTSA Roadrunners Holiday Auction. Bid on over 100 incredible items, including gift cards, electronics, trips, and much, much more. Imagine doing all your Christmas shopping without the hassle of holiday crowds. Best of all auction proceeds directly benefit the Roadrunners football program. It's a true win-win opportunity. Go to 210cityfans.org and start bidding today. That's 210cityfans.org, and Merry Christmas.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
If you've been waiting to try learning a new language with Babbel, now is the time. Black Friday has come early this year. Babbel's biggest sale is happening now. Unlock all of the languages on Babbel with a lifetime subscription at our best price of the year. Where will Babbel take you? Find out at Babbel.com. But hurry, this offer ends November 30th. Get Babbel's lifetime access for less for a limited time at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs are back at it tonight. They're in Portland to take on the Blazers. Tip-off from Portland is at 9 o'clock tonight. Number 2 overall pick, rookie guard Dylan Harper. He's been out since November 2nd with a calf injury. He is expected to play tonight. And the newest college football playoff rankings drop. Top 5 remain the same. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech. Texas moved up 1 spot to 16.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day. It doesn't feel like a hump day. It feels like a Friday.
Hump day?
But we're also going into the Thanksgiving holiday. Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
What was that?
It's my gobbler.
Your gobbler's a little deformed, sir.
Well,
I'd like to see that gobbler.
I've been told that. It is, but happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Thanksgiving Eve here in San Antonio, and you got all your stuff ready and all that kind of nonsense that you need for the food and getting it and once it's prepared and it's out there and you're eating and you're watching football, then it's all worthwhile. But you got to work to get to that point in time. I mean, it's not easy.
It's part of the process. Although,
were you Jason Garrett now or what? Part of the process.
I mean, but let's be honest, you don't do a lot of the heavy lifting.
No.
They give you a green bean casserole as your assignment.
And a brisket.
And they've added brisket.
Yes.
Which is on right now.
It is on right now, and I'm hoping everything is okay.
And you've done all the hard work, if you will, on the brisket.
Did that last night.
Just don't screw it up.
Yeah, did that last night.
But
well, it's not up to me anymore, Minix. It's up to that easy bake oven that I've got it in.
It's called the Traeger, sir.
It is.
And again, like turkey, A lot of stress in doing the turkey. In different ways that you can do it, whether you're doing it in the oven, if you're smoking it, however, whatever device, however you, I mean, a lot of work. A lot more work on a turkey than, say, the brisket or green bean casserole.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of love goes into that.
A lot of love?
Yes.
Does it take you 10 minutes at the most to get it ready and put it in the oven, and then just don't burn it?
It's about an hour cook time.
Did you read
roughly.
the recipe earlier?
No.
And what do you get? Green beans, cream of mushroom soup, some onions, and throw it in the oven?
But it's how you put it on there, you know. And
what do you mean how you put it on there?
Well, you got to layer it.
Well,
right?
yeah.
You got mushroom soup, then some green beans, and a few onions on there. Then you start the process over, and depends on how big your pan is. And then
So you make yours like a lasagna?
I've got pretty much. So I've got some some spices and stuff that you put in there. And,
You've got some
flavoring.
spices, huh?
Absolutely.
Is it McCormick?
No, it's not
this
actually.
pepper?
No.
Oh, what's your secret spice?
I can't tell you, man.
Well, what do you mean you can't?
Like you would ever make it anyway.
Well, I'm not going to make
it. But there are people that are listening to this fine program that I don't want them to steal my recipe.
All of a sudden, Joe Ryan Engel is Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders?
KFC.
Does he have green bean casserole?
No, but do you not remember the commercials from back in the day?
I was stealing, sure.
The secret recipe? You know, we've got a poll question up on our YouTube page, and it's kind of a two-part idea that I'm having right now. One, go vote in the poll. Best Thanksgiving side. We only get 4 places for you to vote, so your options are stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, and mac and cheese. Stuffing is running away with it right now at 47%. Mac and cheese at 23%. Mashed potatoes and gravy only 16%.
I'm shocked at that, honestly.
And somehow the green bean casserole is at 14%.
I'm really shocked. The green bean casserole doesn't concern me or worry me or surprise me, but the mashed potatoes and gravy does.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
Yes.
Although we got a tweet from Spurs fan 31. Happy Thanksgiving from your favorite YouTube Eagle fan. And he shows photos of his lasagna, smoked turkey, pies, and his sausage, potato, sage stuffing with thyme sage stuffing. And
looks pretty damn good.
It all looks fantastic. Go Cowboys. He's got the turkey that clearly he had on a smoker. Skin looks fantastic. Pies look great. The stuffing looks fantastic. But the lasagna. Now I'm curious. Tweet us at Joe Ryan Eagle 210 at Jason Minix. Comment on the YouTube or call us. Lasagna sounds fantastic.
Well, it always is.
But it's not traditional for Thanksgiving.
No.
Right? And so now I'm curious because he does have the traditional turkey. I think especially here in Texas, turkey and brisket, nothing wrong with that. Again, you're feeding a lot of people.
Sure.
But I'm curious, what are some of your family traditions that aren't necessarily traditional, like having a lasagna as a part of this mix? Because I that sounds awesome. I'd love to get some lasagna.
I think it's great. I bet there are some other traditions out there. Some people maybe not want to go with the traditional turkey, and you have something else. So, yeah, I'd like to know that too. What do you guys and gals do if you do something other than turkey or in addition to turkey?
See, and I know ham is also very popular.
Well, ham is popular, yes.
And I'd almost forgotten about ham, to be quite honest, but my neighbor kid was selling popcorn not long ago, and it got delivered last night, and neighbor Amy housewife was like, yeah, we're doing ham tomorrow.
No turkey.
Or Thursday. No.
Just ham.
Just ham.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I love ham.
No, and again, but I'd kind of forgotten about ham.
Yeah.
Which I'd much rather have ham than turkey almost any day of the week.
So where's the popcorn go?
The popcorn?
Yeah.
Well, right now it's still sitting on the counter.
So, I mean, is that part of the
No, it was
tradition?
the kid's doing a fundraiser.
Oh, all right.
At school, those overpriced bags of popcorn.
Hope you bought more than one bag.
No, I bought 3.
Okay, good.
Bought 3. Supporting the kid, right? They come in way too many different flavors.
I agree with that.
they're bags of popcorn, but they got delivered last night, and I know that the neighbors having ham.
Well, that's cool. So your popcorn's going to go uneaten for a while because you're not going to be here for a couple of days.
This is true.
So,
and the scary part when you get those big old things of popcorn.
Yeah.
You probably eat the whole bag in one setting, even though you don't mean to.
So this is not corn you have to pop. It's already popped.
I wasn't sure what we're getting, but yeah, they're bags of popcorn.
Well,
I got a cheddar flavor and a movie theater flavor, and for some reason we ordered like pickle flavored popcorn, which I think my wife might have missed on the box because kettle corn was right next to it, unless she was thinking the kid would want that. Or I'm also wondering, did Eli want that? Did we buy a bag for him and his mom sent it over?
Could be.
Because there ain't nobody in our house that would have picked pickle
have you
on
tried
purpose. Hell no, and I probably won't.
Dude, you got to try that.
Well, I might now.
I mean, everything is going pickle these days.
Well, this is true.
It really is. Everything's pickle flavored or whatever the hell.
But I think, I don't forget how much they are, but those bags are, so it won't go to. I might try it. Pledge will eat it. All else fails. I know what Pledge is getting for Christmas: an open bag of pickle popcorn. Because I'll try it and go, well, this sucks. Pledge will eat it.
Dude, you're gonna love it. I just have a feeling you're gonna open that thing up, eat it, and you're gonna, damn, that's pretty good.
I would never admit to it, but I hope you're wrong. I honestly, because I've tried like those pickled flavored potato chips. Those are disgusting.
Well, sure. It's like they're making beef jerky now, the different flavors. They one with the taco flavor, not taco chili
Bell?
cheese
those,
Fritos.
That's gross.
The
it was
burrito
awful.
one?
Yeah,
it was awful.
I think I was with you. Or no, I brought you some, and then you got some too.
I saw some in a convenience store somewhere, and I go, oh, man, I love chili cheese Fritos. They're great. Let's try it, see how it is. And it was awful.
The only decently flavored products out there are the various Pringles that you can get that have different flavors. Those haven't been bad when I've tried those. But for the most part, I'm not going there.
No, I'm a traditional guy, Minix. Just give me the regular popcorn. Perfect.
See, now I'm a little worried. My buddy John Robbins just sent me this photo of his pickle-flavored popcorn. And in all caps, he writes elite. Elite. Like, this is good stuff.
Well, there you go.
So maybe it'll be his Christmas present.
You got to try it, though.
Pledge says no.
You got to try it, Minix.
I don't know. No,
you got to try it. Come on. Have a little courage.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yes. Pickled popcorn?
Pickle-flavored popcorn.
Yeah, absolutely, I would try it.
Maybe.
Yeah, you got to try it, man. Come on. It Pledge will eat the rest if you don't like it.
This is true.
Unless you stick your hand all the way in there, as one guy that used to work here did.
Well, like Tim Spence in your cereal? That's
Son
gross.
of a...
But a bag of popcorn, that's still not acceptable.
No.
But Pledge wouldn't give a damn.
No, he wouldn't care.
And Pledge wouldn't care if I did it. But Sweaty Spence, man, no. That's a whole different scenario.
I still have nightmares about that. Coming around, want some good Captain Crunch. And there's old Spency with his hand down in there. And
well, and that's it. It's not that, he put his hand in, which is bad enough. But he got a big old scoop and then just wiping it into his mouth and licking his. And then he goes back in for more.
You're making me sick now.
That's where you draw the line.
I'm getting sick.
Yeah, well, and
it's
look.
Awful.
And if you didn't see him and totally call him out in the most Joe Reinagle dad voice that I've ever heard, and I've heard you yell at your kids, I can't even say it on radio.
No.
And... yeah, he was not happy.
And he's the boss. I mean,
but
dude, you can't let that go.
Yeah, it was.
He was.
Yeah.
You got to say, dude, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
So just keep it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm not eating that stuff.
That was his goal.
Yep. Maybe it was. You know what C.D. Lamb's goal is? Catch the football.
That'd be a plan.
That would be nice. He's talking about it, and we'll have it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Thanksgiving is here. Tonight, tomorrow, Friday, you got a lot of people coming over to the house, or maybe you're going over to somebody else's house. All I know is that plumbing is going to work overtime, extra flushes, all the cooking that's going on. If you have a nightmare scenario, there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899. They'll be available to you tomorrow when that toilet overflows. Call them. They are full service. Big job, small job, residential or commercial. Service trucks are fully stocked, and they have all the equipment needed for any job. No commission. Sales reps, they'll provide estimates and second opinions, and they have a great experienced staff that has earned an A-plus ranking with the Better Business Bureau. Call Quartermoon, 210-651-5899. Keep the number handy, 651-5899, or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Thursday afternoon at 3:30. It's the Cowboys' 59th straight Thanksgiving Day matchup as the boys welcome the Kansas City Chiefs to Jerry World. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Howdy, this is Sean Brown. I am from the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 1995. If you have been injured in an auto accident or hit by a company truck, contact Sean Brown Law today at 210-224-8200. The law office of Sean C. Brown is built on the same core values as Texas A&M University. We have integrity and respect, we are loyal, and we work hard for our clients. If you have been injured in an accident, call me today at 210-224-8200. That is 210-224-8200, or visit us online at SeanBrownLaw.com. Gig 'em, Aggies.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love, with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen up, San Antonio. At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can get college credit for the stripes you've earned. Turn your military rank into college credit to save time and money on an online degree. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu/SATX.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors. Why did they sell us their cars? Because we pay more at GiveMeTheVin.com. And why do we pay more? Because you and I both know that your car is worth more than others will offer you. And your time is worth more too. I'm John Clay Wolf, and I created GiveMeTheVin.com. Sell me your car faster and hassle-free, because you're worth more.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Want Black Friday deals you won't find anywhere else? Then you have to get to Macy's Friday, because store-only doorbusters are back. Come in for unbeatable deals like $29.99 diamond pendant necklaces, $5 Disney plush toys, and women's cashmere for $39.99. Plus, get a limited edition parade-inspired shopping bag with qualifying purchase. It's only in stores till 1 p.m. Friday and only at Macy's. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
This is Andrew Monaco. Turn your outdoor space into Aggieland with quality, durable Texas A&M pottery from Just Pots. Available in a variety of sizes, Texas A&M pottery, also the perfect touch for indoor decor because, as we all know, maroon and white goes with anything. And they're a great gift idea for fellow Aggies. Available online at justpots.com or in store at 17115 Redland Road, just inside Loop 1604. Aggie family owned, classes 76, 89, 21, and 23, Just Pots.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Monday on the Morning Huddle. It'll be a while since we've been in studio, Rob.
Over the river and through the woods, we got basketball to talk about. Oh, my goodness, conference championship games just around the corner. And are the Cowboys playoff bound? We'll talk about it on Monday. Y'all be safe. We'll see you at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Open is Randy Moss, and in the end zone is a Minnesota touchdown. Yep, you knew they were going to do it. The fans knew they were going to do it. The Dallas Cowboys knew they were going to do it. You knew they were going to do it.
Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, John. Hey, I want to talk to John Madden, Pat Summerall.
You got him.
Hey, yo, what's up, top fella?
Oh, my goodness. The best in the business. Pat Summerall, John Madden. Nobody comes close to those guys. They are still king of the mountain.
He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. James Pledger now not getting any pickled popcorn because he went with Randy Moss, one of the worst Thanksgiving days for Cowboy fans.
Wow.
Come on, Pledge.
Wow. Randy
Birds
Moss.
up.
How about that? It's
just cost him a pickled popcorn.
Thanksgiving tradition, right? For what, 58 years for the Cowboys?
Yeah, they're always on Thanksgiving. They won their last 3. The Chiefs haven't won in Dallas in, I don't know.
Long time.
Forever.
Mahomes has never played a Thanksgiving Day game in his storied career. So a lot of things to watch tomorrow. And, of course, the Detroit Lions. That is a tradition as well. Typically, the Detroit Lions are not very good, but, this year they are, and that should be a hell of a matchup.
I think Joe Burrow, who's going to play on Thanksgiving as well, said it best, watching Thanksgiving football. You'd always watch Matt Stafford put up 300 or 400 yards, and the Lions would lose. I mean, it's just kind of the way it was.
It's the way it was.
And I look at this Cowboys-Chiefs game coming up tomorrow. It is a must-win for both.
Yes.
I do put the pressure side is more on the Kansas City Chiefs than the Dallas Cowboys, although Dak Prescott knows that, the Cowboys, if they want to keep their faint playoff hopes alive, they got to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, we got to win every game at this point. And the Philly game doesn't mean anything right now. Nothing that's happened up to this point really means anything other than it's put us in the position to be must-win games. And so, as I said, we're not going to necessarily just go out there and do that on Thursday. That's through the week. And just the way that we prepare, the way that we're communicating, the way that we're taking the necessary steps to get our bodies right and to go out and to play our best game on a short week. We've got the guys, we've got the plan, we've got the process intact, and we're going to give it our best and feel very confident in us.
I think Dak Prescott, when he goes and watches film of the game and to get ready to prepare for Kansas City, he's reading answers on the podium too. Because the dude just spits them out like they're nothing. Yeah, we got the plan, we got the practice, we got this, we're ready to go. The Eagles game means nothing, and he's good at it. He must study quite a bit.
I mean, the reality is the Cowboys maybe can have 2 more losses, likely 1, and then they would have to get some help. But they've got to play every game like it's a playoff game. And look, we all know playoff Prescott isn't very good. But he was the other day in a similar type scenario. They were down 21-0, and they rallied back, and the momentum built. Kansas City, they were down 21-9, rallied back, and they won. One of the things that I think it was Jeff Saturday this morning on Get Up pointed out, Kansas City played 91 offensive snaps against the Colts. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And short week, and they have to travel. So you wonder if that will factor in some tomorrow. And the fact that the Cowboys play better at home than they do on the road. Ironically, the Chiefs haven't been a good road team this year.
Not at all.
All we know the weather's going to be perfect. I mean, the biggest thing might be the sun in the eyes of one CeeDee Lamb, who admitted that, he's been having trouble concentrating when trying to catch a football.
It's really just lack of focus on my end, honestly. Just thinking of doing 2 before 1, and there's been plenty of that going on. And by that, I mean I'm thinking about my next move before catching the ball and things of that nature. It's not really much on anybody else but myself, and I've never been the type to really point the finger. But, yeah, it's all on me, and I got to handle that.
Well, I'm glad he's doing that. He kind of pointed the finger at Dak Prescott the other day. That ball wasn't where it was supposed to be. I don't know. It was right there in his breadbasket. But other than that,
he was looking for a high, apparently.
Apparently he was. But he knows he's got to catch the ball, right? I mean, and he's got to. He even made a bad word about it.
I mean, you just find ways to get better. You want to be solution-oriented and not really much dwell on the problem. Granted, we know the problem. I need to catch the ball. But,
see?
Right. But other than that, man, we'll be fine. When I do catch it, just be ready.
I want to go through my text messages because you and I were at the game together.
Uh-huh.
You were at the bar, and there was a bad drop. And the text message from one Joe Reinagel, can CeeDee catch a pass?
Exactly.
You used the same language.
Same language.
Yes.
Oh, I think everybody in the stadium did.
Yes.
At that point in time. Can CeeDee catch the ball? I mean, everybody at home watching on TV probably said the same exact thing. There were probably more F-bombs dropped at that moment than ever before.
There were, but as Mike McCarthy said.
It's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
Catching a football.
But
that's why you're paid $30-some-odd million a year.
Wow. I'm going to watch for this, and I know R.J. Ochoa, when he from Blogging the Boys was on with us earlier, said that he didn't think so. I don't think you think so, but I think CeeDee is going to press a little bit, and he's going to demand the ball. The Dak's going to try to force feed him to get his confidence back.
Force feed, maybe not. That's not Dak's style. I don't think that's Schottenheimer's style. But Dak Prescott does expect 88 to catch the damn ball.
Yeah, a huge game. I mean, just go back and look at the career, right? Any game that maybe he's not done to his standard or had a drop here, been a frustrating game, the way he's responded has been unquestionable. I know early in this year was the same way, right? From the first time we played them to his next game. I don't expect this to be any different.
Yeah, it's just the Eagles he's had trouble with. That's been the problem.
Which is crazy. The good news for Dak is he got George Pickens on the other side.
Yeah, if he's the one-on-one, he's not covered. Not in my mind, anyways. Yeah, I mean, I think with the proper ball, as you're saying, and any DB out there, just his size, his ability to go up and make a play, and that's not for him, it's just him. It's for CeeDee as well. You get a guy one-on-one with those guys, I have so much confidence in our guys going to make the play. As I said before, it's not even a 50-50 ball. The favor lies in our hands, and so I just got to give them opportunity, and I tell them, when we break the huddle, just throughout this game plan, these process, we just got to run. You run hard and you show and you make it obvious to me that it's one-on-one downfield, you're going to get the opportunity.
Well, there you go. You see that? Make it obvious to me that it's one-on-one, and I'm going to take care of you.
Yep.
Dak can make these decisions without Shoddy being involved.
It's the play call. And that's one you got to give Schottenheimer credit for sticking with the game plan Sunday night against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
That when they got down, he didn't abandon it. They kept running the football, which helped the passing game. And go look at the stat sheet, the targets. It's not like they were force-feeding George Pickens, who was having a great game, or went away from CD, who was having a crappy game. I mean, CD still had 11 targets, 4 catches, and 4 drops. Ferguson was involved. I mean, but they continued to run the ball well with Williams, and I think they'll do the same against the Kansas City Chiefs. And to a degree, with Mahomes on the other side, this is, old coaching cliche, run the ball, control the clock, and you're going to be in good shape. I just wish they had pick and choose when they're going for it on 4th down a little bit differently. Like near midfield on the opening possession, play the field position game. Just punt the ball there.
That's a good test for Shotty, too, going up against Andy Reid.
Yeah.
They're going to match wits.
And that's Spags' defense.
So a good test for Brian Schottenheimer as well. So ought to be a great game. Obviously, man, what a weekend, dude. This of football. It's hard to describe how excited I am about it.
I mean, look, Cowboys, the Cowboys radio network, Brad Cham, tomorrow here on 94.1. The 3 national broadcasts, the whole triple header, will be over on ESPN San Antonio, AM 1250 and 103.3 FM, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Then we're going to have games on Friday. We're going to have games on Saturday, a lot of college games. And then, of course, NFL on Sunday. I mean, we've got you covered. I mean, there is so much football coming up. But also, if you're going anywhere, because we're seeing all kinds of people that are on the road to Dallas, they're going here, they're going out of town. Make sure you get your picks in and the Pro Football Pick'em Challenge at sasportstar.com. Weekly winners get that $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. At the end of the year, the local grand prize winner, $1,000 worth of tickets from Awesome Tickets.
That's pretty awesome.
That is really awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So get on over to sasportstar.com. Get that done before tomorrow because, look, if you wait till tomorrow, you're going to forget.
Yep.
You're going to get all caught up in the Thanksgiving stuff, and you're going to forget, and you're going to go, I didn't make that pick.
Well, that's it.
Exactly what's going to happen. I'm telling you.
That's it. That could cost you $1,000.
Yeah, it really could. It really could, and it could give me an opportunity to get on top of the leaderboard.
Although you're not eligible to win.
I already made my picks.
Oh, you did? You're still not eligible to win.
Damn it. Whoever wins can take me to something.
Take you to something?
Take me to a concert or something with your $1,000 worth of tickets.
You don't have to do that.
No, you really do. Read the fine print.
It's not in the rules. Not in the rules.
A lot of other football games taking place tomorrow and this weekend that are extremely meaningful. Let's talk about that when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Lots of parties tonight. What were you calling it, Pledge? Blackout Wednesday? It's big party night. Obviously, a lot of family in town, or you're going to be with a lot of family, a lot of festivities, and none of you are planning on getting arrested, but it happens to a lot of people, especially this time of year, but every day. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast. You know the best way to do that is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747. Or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail. You don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential, and of course open 24/7, and that includes holidays. Offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to USASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Hey, it's Rob at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits Black Friday. There's deals happening now. Choose 3 doggy daycare packages that you cannot beat, but only through December 5th, so you better call right now. Your pup's holidays start here, start now. Call them. 210-750-1298 today.
Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99 now at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. If you've been waiting to try learning a new language with Babbel, now is the time. Black Friday has come early this year. Babbel's biggest sale is happening now. Unlock all of the languages on Babbel with a lifetime subscription at our best price of the year. Where will Babbel take you? Find out at Babbel.com. But hurry, this offer ends November 30th. Get Babbel's lifetime access for less for a limited time at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are here. Grab your coffee and put on your sneakers because it's go time. Through Saturday, save up to 50% on everything from toys to beauty faves, winter styles, and more. Plus, earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Yep, that's extra Kohl's Cash. So run, don't walk. Just hold on tight to that coffee. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers end November 29th. See store or kohls.com for details.
Stacy, are you wearing yoga pants to go shopping?
Oh, we're not going out shopping. We're staying in with JTV.
I love jewelry television. Their pearls, their lab-grown diamond jewelry.
Oh, hello. What about their Italian gold and moissanite fire?
Okay, but what about the guys on my holiday list?
Relax. JTV has gifts galore, even for men, like watches and sunglasses.
Watch JTV live and on streaming or shop JTV.com for up to 80% off select items.
Ready to shop?
Yes, but can I borrow a pair of sweats?
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Roadrunner fans, you won't want to miss the annual UTSA Football Salute to Service game presented by USAA. The Roadrunners play host to Army this Saturday, November 29th at the Alamo Dome. UTSA will honor their senior class in a special pregame ceremony. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. UTSA versus Army this Saturday in the Dome. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. The day after Thanksgiving, Friday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies take on the Texas Longhorns, presented by Just Pots. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Boy, how much fun is that going to be? If you can't get by a television set, you can listen to that Texas A&M game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Oh, my goodness, it's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt about it. Thanks for joining us on this Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe, he's Jason, and, man, I'm just ready for the weekend, brother.
The weekend or Thursday?
Well,
I mean, because
Thursday.
it feels like, look, so many people were off today, or maybe your office did a half day. Coming to work today, I think a lot of people showed up for breakfast tacos, and then I've got an appointment. I'll see you next Monday kind of day. There was so much traffic.
Yes, there was. A lot of traffic.
Everywhere there was lots of traffic. And look, we know you might be stuck in traffic now. Hearing from a lot of people, especially on YouTube, you're way out of town but still listening because you're going to wherever you have to go for this weekend. Either way, glad to have you tuned in on this Wednesday that feels like a Friday, one of those weeks. What day is it? Kind of deals, but so much going on, so much football, and obviously it is strange when you look at the way when the schedule first came out, man, what a weekend. But the way the games, the way the teams have played, it really feels like Thursday, all day. Packers Lions is going to be great. Chiefs Cowboys is going to be great. Bengals Ravens with the return of Joe Burrow is great. Eagles Bears on Friday, a game you can listen to over on ESPN AM 1250. 2 8-3 teams, that should be great. The Sunday slate's kind of, Texans Colts will be the highlight. And C.J. Stroud, a full participant in practice today. I'm guessing that means C.J. Stroud, according to D'Amico, when he's healthy, he will be back as the starter, a full participation designation for today. So I'm guessing that C.J. Stroud will make his return. Now, the Colts quarterback, he was limited in practice today. The injury, it just says fibula.
So that fibula, huh?
Neville Gallimore limited with knee. Ahmad Gardner limited with back. Daniel Jones limited fibula. Jalen Carley's ankle. Fibula.
All right. Well, that could mean a lot of things, I suppose. Maybe they don't want to give it away completely. Now the fibula is the one below the knee or above the knee? Which is above?
I think it's just your leg, isn't it?
The fibula, there's a bone, right? So you got the shin bone down here.
You got 2 bones, right?
So right. So the fibula's up here where your thigh is. That's the fibula. That's the big bone. Where are the doctors from TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine?
I mean, they could have just put contusion.
Well, I suppose they could have done that.
A leg.
He's going to play. It's a huge game for both teams.
Just to go fibula, I think. But, I mean, fibula. Like Pledge MD over there trying to draw up pictures like we know what the hell we're looking at. There's 2 bones there, Pledge.
There's a fibula.
Yeah.
The tibia is the one on top. The fibula is the one next to it.
Yeah, that's it. Tibia and fibula.
What do you mean the one on top?
I knew I had a
side
twin.
by side. What the hell?
The bigger one.
The bigger one, the big bone, is the fibula.
No, that's the tibia.
Would you make up your mind?
Basically, the one that your shin is on is the tibia. The one next to it is your fibula.
So there's 2 bones down. It's this below the knee. That's all right.
Well, what's it called above the knee?
The leg
Your
bone.
femur.
Leg bone's
Your
connected
femur.
to the hip bone. The hip bone's connected to the. Oh my gosh!
Now Gilbert says he broke his fibula where it meets his femur. Also broke the femur and blew out his knee. Good Lord, Gilbert! I don't even want to know what you were doing to go through all that, but I'm glad you're doing better.
So we got a lot of would-be doctors on the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page.
Exactly.
Wow. The femur is above the knee.
Fibula is lower leg with your tibia.
The fibula is the shin bone, according to Miguel Martinez. I'm glad everybody's a doctor out there. Good. We need the help for sure.
All right. Well, just know that little Danny Dimes is dealing with a fibula issue.
That's going to be –
Well, my question, if it's broke, what's wrong?
What's not broke?
I mean, obviously, but has he got a contusion?
Probably.
A bone bruise?
Look, it's late in the season. He's resting. That's all that is. That game is actually in Indianapolis, is it not?
It is.
I believe it is,
Yeah.
And first of 2 meetings between these 2 teams here late in the season. That's a huge game. That's a huge game. And it's going to be interesting to see. Who was it? I think it was John McClain last week who told us there's going to be a lot of pressure on C.J. Stroud. Not that he has any fear of losing his job, don't get me wrong, but Davis Mills did come in, and they're 3-0 with Davis Mills under center. Now, how they got there is a different story, but he had some moments where he looked pretty good, and I think that offensive line looked pretty good for Davis Mills. Now, what's C.J. Stroud going to do?
You know, with the Colts are favored by 4.5, according to Circa. But that Texans defense is so good. And if your quarterback's got a fibula issue, and knowing that defense is that good, C.J. Stroud coming back, and I do think the pressure on him is he's trying to get paid. He doesn't want to get a delay on getting paid. He's eligible this offseason, and they were winning without him. I think that does put some pressure on you.
Absolutely.
But when I think of, you know, the way Indy runs the ball, the Texans should be able to stop that. The one area that I do think the Texans might be exploited in the Indy passing game, if Danny Jones and his bad fibula can stay upright, is their tight end, Tyler Warren, is just incredible. And he could have an incredible game. And either Pittman or the other wide receiver, what's his name, one of those guys might have the ability to have a big game. And that might be the one way Indy wins. I like the Texans on the road against the Colts.
Well, if they can score points, and they're going to have to score points. And look, nobody's been able to stop Jonathan Taylor yet. Maybe this Houston Texans defense can figure that out, but until they do, that's what I would do. I would run the football. They've got a hell of an offensive line as well. So, look, I'm giving the ball to Jonathan Taylor until you make me do something else.
In the other Sunday games, you know, Rams at Panthers, maybe that ends up being a really good game.
That's
at
in Carolina, yeah.
Maybe. San Francisco and Cleveland might end up on the main TV, at least for a while. One, I want to watch Shador. Two, San Francisco, Brock Purdy throwing interceptions left and right against that Browns defense. Think about everything I just said about Houston's defense. Apply that to the Cleveland defense. And Brock Purdy in cold weather, it's supposed to be snowy. It's going to be gross. I don't know. That one could be interesting. You know, Saints, Dolphins,
ugh.
Jets, Falcons,
another ugh.
Buccaneers, Cardinals.
Can you now? I don't. Baker Mayfield's dinged up. He may not play. It would be Teddy Bridgewater if that's the case. They're only a 2.5-point favorite at home.
Well, and I think that's because the health status of Baker is unknown. Bucks might finally get Bucky Irving back, but who knows? Jacksonville at Tennessee, yeah. Vikings, Seahawks. Seahawks should. I mean, they're going to be at home. They should destroy what we've seen of Minnesota lately.
J.J. McCarthy's just been awful. He hasn't been good at all.
Raiders, Chargers. Now, I don't know what Chargers team is going to show up, but, the Raiders have become the get-right team. But then again, Chip Kelly got fired, so who knows what that offense will look like. Bills, Steelers could be an interesting game in the afternoon window. Your Sunday night game, good night. This is where you can catch up on Landman. Denver against Washington.
Jaden's not back yet, is he?
He's practicing, but doubtful.
Well,
and at 3-8, you wonder. And then the Monday night game is Patriots and Giants.
Well, back to the Command Skins game. That could be a decent game. Look, Denver's offense is nothing. They've got no offense at all. The defense is great, but they have been able to put points on the board. That could be a closer game than you think.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking about what was the game on Sunday night. Tampa Bay and the
Rams.
I'm worried that we're getting another one of those.
I don't know if Denver can score 31 points in a game.
Well, they got 33 and a quarter against the Giants.
Well, they did.
So I mean, I don't. So I mean, this schedule this week, your 3 best games are on Thursday.
Yeah,
and then your Friday game,
which could be a good one.
Bears Eagles could be a good game, and that's going to lead you right into not only Texas and Texas A&M. But for some of us, Arizona State against Arizona in the Territorial Cup. I mean, that's going to be a big Friday night.
Nobody gives a damn about that game. The hell? Arizona State. Who cares?
Yeah. It'll be on the small TV. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I'm sure.
No audio.
Now, that Philadelphia-Chicago game, is that a prime?
Yeah, that's a prime game. A prime game.
All right.
2:00.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun weekend. It is going to be.
It's all fun. Well, and then all the rivalry games
Mississippi State
in college. Yeah, that's on Friday too.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is. I think that's the early game on Friday, 11 o'clock kickoff local time here.
USA Today has an article. We should get into it coming up, and it's every year. What is the best rivalry game in college football?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Texas A&M.
Well. Texas A&M, Texas OU, Army Navy. They always say Michigan against Ohio State.
Huh. Well, let's talk about that. What do you say? We'll do that when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What I do know is all these games, the best place for you to go watch all of them. The Rue Pub. They're at 281 and Redland Road. Of course, it's Wednesday. That means steak night tonight out at the Rue Pub, where you get a 12-ounce ribeye, your potato salad, everything for $19.95. You can't beat it. It is a fantastic steak. Tomorrow, Thursday, for Thanksgiving, they go spend time with their families too, but they'll be ready for you and tired of their family like you're going to be tired of yours. They're going to open at 7, be open till 2 a.m. with the full kitchen open. So when you need a place to get away from the in-laws or whatever you're dealing with and you need a cold beverage, head over to the Rue Pub. Friday, normal hours. The weekend, normal hours. Rue Pub with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. You know there's no better place to go watch any of those games. And go hungry, you know the food is fantastic. The biggest and best wings in town, about 15 different burgers on the menu. I love the fried shrimp, great salads, I'm told, great appetizers. And again, that kitchen is open late every day. So when you need a late-night meal, don't go to a drive-thru. Get into the Rue Pub there at 281 and Redland Road. Happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Rue Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and streaming online at sasportstar.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran-owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets? Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
How about them Cowboys? We rise as one in Texas, sporting handed-down silver and blue jerseys. We come together for America's team every time they take the field. So let's share a round of Jim Beam and lemonade on game day together, because people are good for you, especially for us in Cowboys country. Presented by Jim Beam, bringing fans together across Cowboys country. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2024, James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, college impact, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The porkrinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Kinetico water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Kinetico of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at KineticoSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
How's the heating and AC at your house? If you've got any issues, you've got to call Right Home Services. Veteran owned and operated, they've been serving San Antonio for more than 45 years now. They're certified, background checked, and highly trained professionals. And right now, Right Home Services has a great special. This is for a whole home AC system replacement, $79.99 right now. The number's 210-444-0000, Right Home Services.
The right stuff. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Spurs are back in action after a couple of days off there in Portland to take on the Blazers. Tip-off there set for 9 o'clock. Dylan Harper, who's been out since November 2nd with a calf injury, is expected to see some action tonight. We got a Thanksgiving triple header on ESPN 1250 a.m. tomorrow. Starts with Green Bay and Detroit, followed by the Cowboys and Chiefs. Concludes with Bengals and the return of Joe Burrow and the Ravens.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hey, yeah. Happy hump day, everybody. Because it is Thanksgiving Eve. Oh, Joe the turkey.
He also knows there's a ticklish little pitch coming up.
Yes, there is. So happy you guys are spending some time with us here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We appreciate it. However you're listening, whatever you're doing. Hopefully everybody's getting ready for the big Thanksgiving Day feast tomorrow, and however you're enjoying that. I'm a big family event for me. You going to a football game?
Yeah, I'm taking the private jet known as Southwest Airlines up to Dallas tomorrow. Cowboys and Chiefs be back on Friday. Time to watch some good football. Then UTSA and Army in the Alamo Dome on Saturday. So I got a big weekend.
Absolutely,
it's going to be a fun time. And of course, rivalry weekend in college football. USA Today ranks the top 10 college football rivalries. They do this every year, and it pisses me off every year. But then again, I'm biased. They've got Miami, Florida State at 10, Florida, Georgia at 9, the Egg Bowl, Mississippi, Ole Miss against Mississippi State at number 8. A lot of interest in that one because after the game, we might hear what Lane Kiffin is going to decide to do.
That's his deadline.
The backyard brawl, Pitt against West Virginia, is at 7.
Jeez.
The holy war between BYU and Utah is at number 6.
All right.
USC Notre Dame at 5. Army Navy at 4. Texas OU at 3. Alabama Auburn, the Iron Bowl at 2. And at number 1, the game. Ohio State against Michigan.
Wait a minute, they don't have Texas A&M in there anywhere?
Did you hear me read them?
No.
Now, it's possible.
I was surprised.
I do think, according to USA Today, the OU game means more. And
please.
It's been played more. And in a lot of ways, there was such a gap when A&M took their football and moved to the SEC. They didn't play for a long time. I think it's back, but that's it. A&M, their biggest rival game is Texas. Texas has a couple that way.
Well, I think Texas A&M and LSU is starting to become
they're trying to manufacture. Well, actually, the SEC tried to manufacture South Carolina.
Well, I don't know about that. But
well, they tried.
They tried.
It's there.
I just don't get it.
So many regional rivalries with cool names. Arizona State is that way, both in the top 25 this year, so that one should be a really good game. The Civil War between Oregon and Oregon State, the Apple Cup with Washington against Washington State. Find it ironic, 3 years ago, I was at that game with Eric Morris and Cam Ward. It was kind of cool. Texted that to Eric yesterday. Man, that was just 3 years ago?
Now Eric is the head coach at Oklahoma State. Mm-hmm. And Cam Ward was the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's nuts.
But you look at that, and even OU and Oklahoma State, Bedlam. So many great rivalries, but they are so regional.
They are.
To say which one is the biggest. And to me, Army-Navy.
Well, obviously that's a rivalry. It goes back a lot of years. I don't get the Ohio State-Michigan and why they would rank that number 1. I know it's a rivalry, but lately – it's been one-sided.
Michigan.
And it's been Michigan.
Michigan.
So I'm not sure about that. I'm just still surprised. And I guess Texas OU is a rivalry. But Marcel Reed, just a few minutes ago, I saw a tweet, and he was doing a press conference, and he admitted it. We hate Texas. And all of my teammates hate Texas.
Well, and there was some trash talk from, what's his name? Reed Adams? I'm not even going to say his first. What's his first name?
Armage.
Yeah, that's it.
Is there anything from the game last season that stuck with you from a revenge standpoint, maybe that you guys were able to do? Or
a few things, but we're going to get it handled. I don't want to speak on nobody.
Does it happen to include the players stomping on the field after the game?
Yeah, cowards do what cowards do.
That's the way it should be.
I love it.
I do too.
Although, you should have come up with a better choice of words. They kicked your ass, and then they celebrated midfield. I don't necessarily know that they waited for them to leave. Was it, unsportsmanlike maybe? Disrespectful, but cowardly?
Cowardly, because they waited till Because
A&M.
I think what he's saying is that if A&M would have been out there, they wouldn't have done it because they'd have whipped their butt.
See, I don't know if memory serves. A&M went in the locker room pretty quick, and Texas was over celebrating with their fans, and then they went and took pictures. We saw that the other day. I forget what stadium it was where a team was trying to take pictures midfield, and they put ropes around, and there was like, no, stay off the logo.
The best logo is Terrell Owens and
George Teague.
Yeah. Love that, man.
George Teague should have went in the Ring of Honor just for that.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Protect the star.
And so much college football. Ohio State, Michigan, the game, the biggest rival, you'll be able to listen to here on 94.1 on Saturday.
Now, is that an early game also at 10 o'clock?
Always, no, noon.
Noon.
Always
Well, big noon game is 11 o'clock here. Yeah. Okay.
Because they will never play that game at night no matter where it is, which is a dumb, unwritten rule that they all follow.
That game's in Ann Arbor, and look, Ohio State's played no one except Texas. They really haven't. I mean, their schedule's been pretty cupcakey, but they got Michigan coming up, and they're going to whack Michigan.
Rivalry games, man.
Dude,
anything can happen.
They're going to whack Michigan.
I don't know. I kind of like watching Ryan Day lose.
I don't care if he loses or not. I'm just saying there's no way they lose this football game.
Just know that if you're tailgating for the UTSA Army game, you can have Michigan, Ohio State on your radio at the tailgate. And I find it interesting that Jeff Traylor actually gave a number today. In talking to the media, there's not a report. Well, there is a report, but it's reporting on what happened. South Florida, and if you go back and you remember all the coach back and forth about the money that South Florida spends, well, their board of trustees yesterday approved South Florida to reach the national cap, raising its approved revenue sharing distributions to $20.5 million next year. So they're going to do what Texas and Texas A&M, they are the first non-Power 4 school to hit the maximum level. They're the only ones that have done that much. This year, according to this report, they spent $4.5 million in revenue share dollars. That's a lot more than everyone else, seemingly. North Texas just committed, according to reports, $4.5 million per year. So I'm not sure what Eric Morris had this year to play with, but Jeff Traylor, in talking to the media today, was asked about the South Florida revenue.
And it's just the new way of football. I mean, South Florida's been doubling down, and it sounds like North Texas is getting more heavily involved. And we've got to stay in the fight. We got to try to hang in there with them. This South Florida is really going to do full, like it's being reported. That's pretty remarkable. And I think the number North Texas is getting to is where that'll be the bottom number, honestly. I think you've got to be at that number that's being reported by them, or you won't even have a chance anymore, is my opinion.
Any movement on that front here locally? I know you've talked about it and kind of wanted to see if that would create any kind of response.
No, we haven't. I haven't heard a word about that at all. But I don't know that that's not being discussed. It's probably that's one of those decisions that's way above my pay grade. So that very well could be going on with Dr. Campos and President A. I mean, I'm just not aware of it, but I'm not aware of that.
Jeff, what's the impact with that to recruiting? I think you have to sign some guys next week, right?
Yeah. That's. I think you know the answer. Just make sure when y'all play this, you say that y'all asked me these questions and I did not just start talking and like it looked like. I'm being thankful today, man. I'm being thankful.
Well, and he'll be more thankful if Lisa Campos can come up with more money. And maybe it's being talked about and he's not aware of it if you take Jeff Traylor for what he just said. But I don't think that UTSA is close to $4.5 million now. And you just heard him say that will be the bottom number or you won't have a chance to compete. So does that mean Lisa Campos on the revenue share part needs to get $6 million, $5 million, $6 million? If 4.5 is about the number, and that's going to be near the bottom, UTSA has a lot of work to do.
Well, sure. Is it all Lisa Campos, or is President Amy part of that too? I mean, he's the leader of that university, and I think he probably, no disrespect to Lisa Campos, but obviously pulls a little more weight than she does.
Well, I mean, he's president, but I believe he's on record as saying that Lisa's got to go raise that money. I think he's kind of against it. Now, we've invited him on the show before, and he's busy. But that's the revenue share part. So either they've got to come up with ways to raise more revenue and share, or Lisa Campos has to raise more money as the athletic director to be able to get that number to where Jeff Traylor can continue to go recruit guys to have a competitive roster. Again, his words, the bottom number or you won't have a chance.
Well, it's interesting, and I'm assuming this. Now, this is just me assuming this. That's just for 1 year.
Yeah. It's annual dollars.
So then you got to come up with that again next year.
Yeah.
and the year after that and the year after that. And that's what makes this so unfair for everybody. I mean, it really does. Because if you look at that South Florida report, it's the same thing. I mean, the money that they raised, the way the report reads, is for this year only.
Oh, yeah, no, their annual investments in their USF Athletics CEO, Rob Higgins, quote, "This isn't an industry that's changing by the day, it's changing by the hour. I can promise you we are positioned really well for this, but it takes investment." And then the standard quote that we hear, quote, "We want a standard of excellence in everything we do academically, everything we do research, and everything we do athletically. Athletics is our brand. It's the front door of the university."
Yep.
And so they've got to continue to do that. And, you know, you're right, Dr. Amy and Lisa Campos, but she's the athletic director. And if Amy's not willing to say, all right, here's the money, then, you know, and maybe Campos, you raise as much as you can, and wink, wink, we'll cover the rest.
Yeah, we'll fill in from there.
We won't let you fail.
It's going to be interesting to see as college football continues to drive toward a cliff, as far as I'm concerned. Speaking of college football, right now it's great. It really is, including on Friday afternoon, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Texas Longhorns. Well, one guy that will be there and see it all and call the game action right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Andrew Monaco joins us next here on the Blitz.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Calling all Cowboys Nation in San Antonio. Game day isn't complete without the right look, and the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has everything you need. Whether you're headed to the game or watching from home, the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has you covered. Find game day staples like jerseys and hats to fan favorites like hoodies and jackets at any of our 4 convenient locations: River Center, North Star Mall, Ingram Park Mall, and Huebner Oaks Shopping Center. We're open 7 days a week. Find the best selection of Cowboys gear only at the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Blue Star Tequila
Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
There's nothing more frustrating than passwords and password, directives where you have to change the passwords. I mean, my password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's a good one to have. But our stupid work won't let you do that as a password. It's like, oh, you can't use that.
You idiots.
You can't. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, well, we're different here with the Cowboys. That works perfectly fine.
Oh,
you
got to keep it kissed. We got it, coach. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, boys.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Unbeaten, headed to Austin to take on their rival, the Texas Longhorns. Going to be a great game Friday night. You can listen to it right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe. He's Jason.
The voice of the Aggies, Andrew Monaco, joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. The velvety voice after, the game last week. How does that prepare a team for what's coming this week?
It prepares in a way of your starters get some reps, your backups get rewarded, and some of your third-team guys who have been kicking butt in practice get those reps as well in front of their family. There's a reason to that. There's also, you don't have to play guys like Mario Craver got to sit for that game. Reuben Owens and E.J. Smith were not in that game. But it is that, like, they had to go out and play. And again, I know it's Stanford. Please understand what I'm saying. But you're held to that standard of the coaching staff and going out there and doing that. It was not a test whatsoever. That's not a good football team. But Texas A&M it's what they were doing out there, winning their space, doing all that. But it was valuable for the backups, because you can't replicate game speed. As much as we talk about good on good, when you have the offensive line going up against the defensive line out there on that practice, it's nice to hit somebody else. So there were a number of players that got, just in case you need that, just like Damian Sanford at Notre Dame and just like Isaiah Williams in the South Carolina game. These guys get some actual reps and know what it's like under the lights, and you see who shines in that moment. You see who kind of freezes in the moment, but it's also a reward for an awful lot of work that we don't see on Monday through Thursday on that practice field. They got to do it in a game situation.
All right, Andrew, I'm curious. The heck with that, right? That's over. I'm looking forward to Friday night, 6:30. It's going to be a fun game, I think, and a fun atmosphere. What I love about it, and I'm curious to know what Coach Elko says about this, if anything. I heard Marcel Reed today talking a little trash. We hate Texas. And you hear spatterings of it. You don't hear a lot of it. but you hear spatterings of it, and I love that. For a game like this, a rivalry like this, to me, there's nothing wrong with little friendly trash talk. Does Mike Elko discourage stuff like that?
Yeah, because it becomes noise. What's the focus? Like, that's your opponent. Like, I totally get that. But what's the focus? The other thing is, Joe, these guys really don't know the rivalry. They had it last year, but for 12 years they didn't play, right? So I think it's going to be interesting as we keep playing year in, year out after it's been reintroduced. You have that, But last year, Texas came into Kyle Field, played an outstanding game, walked away with the win. It was the reason why a lot of these players came back for the Aggies. That was such a bad taste in their mouth. November was, and then that was. But yeah, when you start getting into rivalries, Joe, I like it. I like it too. You got to have a little hate, but it's just interesting. Like, I think there's got to be some years and some of these kids coming out of high school who get recruited to each of these schools and play against one another. They haven't really done it, but now that they're in the SEC, we'll be able to see that going on as the years go. But yeah, Aggies could have been an impediment to Texas last year. Aggies could have gone to the SEC championship last year. Texas was the roadblock. And now here's the opportunity for the Aggies to change their season, keep going, and make this a special season, and Texas stands in their way once again.
It certainly does. I thought it was interesting today. USA Today ranks the top 10 college rivalries, and Texas A&M doesn't make the top 10. They make the notable, kind of down the list on the notable, and I'm going to guess that has more to do with the gap in playing the game for 12 years.
I agree with that. If they were still playing, I think it would be part of that. I always think about this. Growing up, we all watched that game, no matter where you were in the country. Like, I know it's a Texas rivalry, but it was a national rivalry, and I think because it went away, I think that's where it does not fit in that top 10. I get that. Now, you also have USA Today. Is it still coming out of D.C., which is not exactly a college football hotbed? But I understand.
In all fairness, they have Texas OU at number 3, Alabama Auburn at 2, and Ohio State Michigan is number 1. Yeah.
Army Navy in there?
Number 4.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I see that. Yeah, and I think as we go, and just imagine if A&M and Texas, if they go like last year, Texas college football playoff team, Texas A&M a college football playoff. When it matters more, what happens when both of those schools have a chance to go into the postseason? I think that will grow and it will become more and more. And then you're going to have those moments in that rivalry game as well to get back on the radar. But I agree with you. I think that hiatus took it off that list. To be still notable, I get it, but you guys all know throughout the state of Texas, it's an absolute big one.
Without a doubt. And Andrew, just around campus, and I get that, and you make a good point when you say these players don't know about the rivalry. I mean, I'm an old guy, and I've been watching this rivalry for a long time, and I'm glad it's back. But is there a buzz around campus there at College Station?
Yeah, there is. And what's different this year, Joe, is you remember when the schedule came out, everybody asked Mike about Texas, and he said, there's 11 games before that. Yeah. This has been almost week by week for A&M this season in that, okay, the first test is Notre Dame. Are you going to pass that? And they did. And then you go to that middle part of the schedule. You take care of business at home, and then all those tests on the road. And then the drama after LSU, right? And then, okay, what's going to happen at Missouri? We joked, how many trap games can you have? And I think because the focus was week to week to keep this special season going, you no longer looked at the end of the schedule or circled that game at the end of the like we did last year where we circled Notre Dame and we circled LSU because that was a night game, and obviously circled Texas because the rivalry was restored. This was more of we have to get there. There's something special going on. Mike admitted to me today, we talked after practice today, he goes, maybe a little bit jumped into this team after LSU and Missouri saying, you know what, we're going to play Texas at 11-0. Hey, hold your horses. South Carolina almost ruined all of that, right? And it might have been a great wake-up call for them. And we talked about this before. I thought the final 3.5 minutes at Arkansas, when it went from 21-6 on the road to 21-20, their playoff hopes were shrinking, they found a way in that second half and outscored Arkansas. I felt the same way. I didn't feel the same way, but that second quarter at LSU, guys, this is in your hands and you're giving it away. And then that first half against South Carolina. But they have found a way to win, and there is that confidence to this team. They're going to have to play a complete game against Texas. But there's so much for them to play for. What is different is, yes, there's a trip to Atlanta on the line, but they're going to be in the playoff also. Like, it's really weird. But for this team that has been so focused week to week, I don't think they're looking at Atlanta. I think that was the mistake they may have made last year. Oh, if we beat South Carolina, we're in. Oh, we didn't. Yeah, but we've got the Auburn game. Yeah, but you know what? We didn't beat that one. It's Texas. I think there's more of that focus now for the next 60 minutes. If they win and go to Atlanta, okay, we're going to focus on whoever that opponent is. If we win that one, okay, then we play on New Year's Eve and we'll focus on. I think that's the maturity of this team this year.
You know, and not to sound too complacent, but a loss in Austin doesn't derail anything that A&M has accomplished already this year. A loss, they're still going to be a playoff team. They might not get to the SEC championship game, which I find dumb, but that's the way the scenarios break out. But they're still going to be a playoff team. Any concern that, you know, if things aren't going well, like the first half against South Carolina or the Arkansas game where they were down, that it doesn't matter, man, because we're still going to the playoffs.
I don't think so, Jason. I think that's not the makeup of this team, and we've kind of seen that identity over the course of this season, the way they can adjust in the middle of games in 60 minutes. It's not just week to week. They can make that adjustment. I don't want to say drive to drive or even first half, second half, although South Carolina illuminates that big time. But I just don't think that's the way they're made. I think they know that, you know what, we're in this for 60 minutes. And at the end of 60 minutes, let's see how it is. I think the mentality of when Mike Elko said in the beginning of the year, when everybody was saying, oh, last year he had all those marquee home games, and now you're going to have to go on the road to Notre Dame and LSU and Missouri and Texas. And Mike said, put the ball down. I don't care if it's home, road, middle of a parking lot. I think they've adopted that mentality, and you better be ready for 60 minutes. This is what I've seen over the course of the season. At the end of 60 minutes, the Aggies want to keep on going. I think they've played some teams who say 60 minutes, that's enough. We're done. And I really like that makeup. I like that blue-collar mentality. I like that physicality, but they have to be ready because they're going to be met with physicality for all 60 minutes in Austin on Friday.
Well, and Andrew, that's a great point because when you look at this, even though there is a very, very slim chance Texas can get into the playoff if they beat A&M, having said that, this is Texas. I mean, this is their bowl game. This is their. I mean, if they beat A&M, at least it puts something.
They don't give a damn about the Outback Bowl or wherever they would go.
On a season that, for them, I guess, has been disappointing. I mean, this is a huge game for Texas, and you're right. They're going to meet Texas A&M with everything they've got.
Yeah, and that's why I asked Mike today, Joe. I asked him, I said, this team this year has played so much better with that shrinking number by their name. They've played very well with that number 3. And Mike was saying, you know what this is? This is the NCAA tournament. This is men's basketball when that 13 seed is playing the 4 seed and all the shots are going in. And the longer that 13 seed hangs around, the longer the more confidence that they get. And he said that's what was happening. That in games you're getting I said last year, that wasn't they'll get mad at me if I say this, my Auburn friends, but that wasn't a great Auburn team last year that just had that utter confidence that win over Texas A&M did wonders for that Auburn team. And they found ways to make plays, whether it was Peyton Thorne and the game-tying drive to go into 4 overtimes and making all those plays and Cam Coleman going over the top. Aggies couldn't handle that as well as they have this year. And they know going into Friday, combination of a rivalry game and a combination of they're going to get Texas's best shot. And yes, this will be the attention getter for that college football playoff committee, that win will do wonders. But I don't think the Aggies are going to rest on their laurels, but they have taken South Carolina's best shot, and they were taking LSU's best shot there for a while. And then they snuffed out Missouri because they played to their identity. But yeah, that's what I find fascinating, Joe. This one's even bigger than just the rivalry for Texas. This is their last gasp to be one of those 12 teams in the playoffs.
Andrew Monaco, voice of the Aggies here on the Blitz. Of course, you can listen to Aggies and Horns Friday starting at 5:30. Brought to you by Jess Potts here on 94.1. Andrew, real quick, have you ever called the game in Austin before there at DKR?
No, first time.
All right.
My understanding, this is the last time we're on the 50. They're moving that booth after this year.
Oh, man. Well, how big is the booth now? Do you have any idea?
No, I've seen pictures. It's look, we spoil everybody at Kyle.
Is there room for Reveille in there? Because apparently they're not going to let the dog into the stadium. I'm just wondering if he could be your emotional support dog, or she can be your emotional support dog in the booth. Maybe we can get some barking.
It's a great idea. Well, I mean, if she barks, then the class is over.
Well,
so can we have her bark at the end if there happens to be an Aggie victory? Can we do that? That would be the signal.
I just think a lot of people, when you have the camera on you during the booth, booth cam, just have her a seat up there next to you guys.
With the first lady, yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I thought you were going to ask. I thought you were going to ask about you guys coming and joining because you guys are always welcome.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
I mean, if there's a pass available, sure. I'd love to be your spotter for the day.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to take care of Rev, but that's okay too.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, Monaco. Now, one final question. It's the most important one. We've got a poll up on our YouTube channel today. What's the best Thanksgiving side? Now, we only had 4 choices, so you tell me what's your favorite. Stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, or mac and cheese?
Mashed potatoes and lots of gravy. Lots of butter in the mashed potatoes. There's probably butter in the gravy, too, but mashed potatoes and gravy.
All right. Well, stuffing is right now leading the pack, and it's not even close. So, but
really?
mashed potatoes and gravy is second right now.
Okay. Stuffing, huh?
Yeah.
With lots of sage. You guys are sage and sausage stuffing type people? Or are you like an oyster stuffing?
Sausage.
Sausage, yeah.
Yeah.
With lots of gravy, by the way.
Lots of I agree with that, Joe. I agree with that. Lots of it, yeah.
And I know it's appropriate. Green bean casserole is dead last right now, but at 12%.
Higher than I thought. Yeah.
Well, I think
higher
I
than I
think
thought.
A lot of trolls on our YouTube page voting.
Oh, that's a really good point. I didn't take that into consideration. Yeah, some people with some time off and a little extra time on their hands as well.
Exactly. Andrew, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Have a great call on Friday night.
Same to you guys. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Appreciate it. Andrew Monaco on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond, online at buyersbarricades.com.
Such a good dude, man.
He's the best.
He's the best. He really is. He is a good dude. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and we're off on Friday, so we got to do prime picks.
Mm-hmm.
Prime pick, yeah, and then let Minix brag.
9-1 last week in major control of first place.
It's early. It's early.
It's Thanksgiving, brother.
Be thankful. We'll do that when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Roadrunner fans, you won't want to miss the annual UTSA Football Salute to Service game presented by USAA. The Roadrunners play host to Army this Saturday, November 29th at the Alamo Dome. UTSA will honor their senior class in a special pregame ceremony. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. UTSA versus Army this Saturday in the Dome. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Find great savings at our Red Tag sales event at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Get $15,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado 1500s. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Buy a new 2026 Equinox for the low price of $24,999. Or get a 2026 Traverse for $36,999. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet by Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J.Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J.Crew Factory, Black Friday starts now. Come shop in store for 50 to 70% off everything, plus tons of limited time deals. You'll find the lowest price of the year on festive pajama pants for the family, all just $19.95, plus sweaters from $34.95 and so much more. Get in the spirit at J.Crew Factory, where you'll love our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J.Crew Factory store. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Black Friday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Black Friday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. The day after Thanksgiving, Friday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies take on the Texas Longhorns, presented by Just Butts. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, my goodness. Hope everybody's ready for that Thanksgiving feast tomorrow or whatever it is you're doing. Happy you're stopping by here, though. In the meantime, this is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Jason, go ahead and brag because, well, you've had a couple of pretty good weeks.
I have had a pretty some really good weeks. I have taken a commanding lead in our prime.
Commanding's
picks.
a big word.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big word.
I got a touchdown lead.
Prime picks on the Blitz.
That's all right. After a 9-1 week, I now have the overall lead at 85-45. Ryan Eagle went 5-5 last week. He's now 79-51. Pledge had a good week. He went 8-2 and is still far behind at 73-57. You better start saving your money for those tomahawks now.
Demand a recount.
Yeah. You add it up every week. Let's roll through this week's picks. We'll start with the one in the Alamo Dome on a Saturday, 2:30 kickoff. UTSA taking on Army. For the record, I'm the only one last week that picked UTSA, and they destroyed East Carolina because they don't lose conference games at home.
Dude, and I'm a believer now. I picked East Carolina last week because they came in playing hot. But UTSA, there's something about that Alamo Dome, man. They are tough. And they're after Army. That's the only team that they've lost to, and they've lost twice inside the Alamo Dome to those guys.
Both non-conference games, but
True.
Give me the Roadrunners.
Yeah, I'm tired of picking against them at home this year.
Exactly.
In the game, a game you can listen to Saturday here on 94.1. According to USA Today, the best rivalry in all of college football. Ohio State against Michigan. The Wolverines have owned them Buckeyes lately.
This is my lock of the week. Ohio State
crap.
not only wins, they win going away. This is like a 31-13 final, Ohio State.
Man, I've already made my pick, but I kind of want to change it now. I'm taking Ohio State.
Yeah, I wish you would.
But your lock, your lock of the week?
Oh, I feel a lot less safe about this
I'll
after
allow
the
both
lock
of
of the
you
week.
guys to change your pick if you'd like to do that.
That's not the rules. Vanderbilt against Tennessee.
Diego Pavia's mother will get more FaceTime than Taylor Swift does at a Kansas City Chiefs game. Look, I picked against Tennessee last week, and they stuck it up my behind.
Wow.
I'm gonna pick against them again. I think Vandy's a better team than Tennessee, and they win this game.
I'm taking Tennessee.
I'm taking Tennessee.
All right, the Territorial Cup. Top 25 matchup. Arizona against Arizona State. Sun Devils, they're dealing with some injuries, but Cam Scattaboo's going to fly in and be like the official captain guy. They're going to channel the Cam Scat. I'm taking Arizona State.
I hope he keeps his shirt on. Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Don't be surprised if Arizona wins this one, though. Texas.
I will be.
Texas A&M.
I can't believe all of us.
All of us?
I can't either.
All of us.
All of us.
All of us.
This is their Super Bowl.
The Longhorns. And I know, Pledge, you were talking to some guy that called in. I don't know why you don't put some of these people through that.
Well, y'all were in the middle of a conversation with Andrew.
Well, put them on hold, man. People will wait. But whoever you were that were bitching that we were talking too much Aggie football with the voice of the Aggies, you missed our Longhorn segment earlier.
Absolutely, you did.
But we're all playing Texas.
We're all picking Texas. Yes, I think Texas wins this game.
The NFL. Joe Burrow makes his return Thursday night. Thursday is going to be a great day of games.
Oh, my gosh.
Baltimore at home against the Bengals. Give me Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
Look, Lamar Jackson's not playing well. I think he's dinged up more than he wants to let on, but I still like them against that Bengals defense. It's in Baltimore.
Yeah, hand it to Derrick Henry.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Lamar Jackson seems dinged up. Joe Burrow's coming back. They're going to ride that wave. Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
Bears.
I hope you're right.
And Eagles. Couple of 8-3 teams on Friday afternoon. A game you can listen to over on ESPN AM 1250.
The Bears are frauds.
8-3.
And the Eagles will show them that this week, and they've got to bounce back. Philly does, so I'm taking Philly.
Yeah, I'm taking Philly in the bounce back.
Philly in the bounce back.
All right, Bills and Steelers. Buffalo.
Buffalo's got to bounce back too.
Yeah, oh gosh, don't they? And the old man, they don't know if he's going to play or not.
Yeah, no clue if Rodgers is playing.
Houston Texans against the Indianapolis Colts, one of the marquee games on Sunday.
Boy, you guys have bought into the wet dreams of Indy Kaloo, haven't you?
Oh, phrasing, my friend.
Dude, the Colts are at home. They're going to win this football game.
Where's your money?
Jonathan, what do you mean, where's my money?
Yeah, where's your money that week?
What are you talking about? I don't know yet.
Okay.
That's Sunday, man. I got a lot of road to travel before.
Because when you put
Sunday.
your money on Indy against the Texans, it usually doesn't go well for you.
Only if Davis Mills is playing.
And he might, although it does look like C.J. Stroud is going to get the start. I think the Texans, they need this. Their defense is incredible, and Daniel Jones is dealing with a fibula issue.
Fibula, yes.
I'm taking Houston.
Give me Houston. They got more to play for.
Cowboys and Chiefs tomorrow. A game you can hear on 94.1, of course.
Should be a dandy. You talk about more to play for. I think although both teams do, I think the Chiefs, they need this one a lot worse than the Cowboys do. And I just think eventually they're going to come around and look like the Chiefs, are they not?
Give me the Cowboys at home.
Give me the Chiefs in a game they've got to have. I think it's going to be close, and the Chiefs know how to win these close games.
Cowboys, although I was the only one that picked Dallas last week,
They
too.
better not fall behind 21-0.
No, you weren't.
24-21.
I took them last week,
Did
too.
you? All right. Well, you went 8-2 last week. You don't even matter in this anymore. You're so far behind, man. I can't even see you in the rearview mirror. Now, on Thursdays is when we normally let you know what's going on for the weekend, but we won't be here Thursday, so...
The Blitz wants you to know what's on tap. Presented by Sam's Burger Joint.
It is time for What's on Tap, brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint, online at samsburgerjoint.com, where you can get your tickets, see their whole calendar, their menu. No show on Thanksgiving because, well, they're going to be closed. Friday, Slade Cleaves is going to be on the stage at Sam's. That'll be a great show. Saturday, what the hell is that? I don't even
Reanimation.
Reanimation?
And Generation Strange.
That's all strange to me.
Yes.
Reanimation. That's on Saturday. Claude Morgan's Old Country on Sunday. And next week, Adam and Chris Carroll are going to be out at Sam's Burger Joint.
It must be a brother show or something, huh?
You think?
Cousins? I don't know. Thursday, Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. If you've never been down there to volunteer or just see what that's all about, and I'm talking about the 46th annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner. That's taking place tomorrow. Cowboys Dance Hall, after all the other festivities, David Lee Garza will be performing out there. That'll be a good show.
Friday, Green Hall has Aaron Watson. Logan Ryan Band is out at Flores Country Store. I'm not sure what's at the Aztec Theater. Perfume de Gardenia? The hell is that? Is that a band, a comedian, or is it a floral show?
You guess if you want to go see it.
Feels like it's some sort of that Smell Me Quick trunk show kind of stuff.
It's a mystery. Head on down to the Majestic.
Smelling anybody's trunks.
Disney's, I guess, is supposed to be Beauty and the Beast happening at the Majestic Theater. Bob Schneider at ACL Live, and LOL Comedy Club has Marlon Wayans.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Absolutely.
Saturday at the Alamo Dome, UTSA taking on Army, a 2:30 kickoff from the Alamo Dome. Aztec Theater on Saturday, Osama-san. Psychotic Tour. That sounds interesting. Flores Country Store Saturday night, Gary P. Nunn. 80th. This dude's 80?
Gary P. Nunn is 80?
There's no way.
Really?
Gary P. Nunn is 80?
I mean,
holy cow. Well, it's his birthday celebration.
Go party with Gary P. Nunn.
Holy cow. Green Hall on Saturday night, Aaron Watson. Buy the World Around Tour. Thirsty Horse Saloon, Kevin Fowler.
Holy crap.
There's some good shows
I might
on
have
Saturday
to be
night.
a Thirsty Horse on Saturday night.
Absolutely. ACL Live, the Band of Heathens and the Jamestown Revival. Vibes Underground has Slow Joy. Blue Bonnet Palace, The Max. And then Marlon Wayans is all weekend, apparently.
On Sunday, Green Hall has Matt Kirk and his band. What are they called? The Wayfarers?
The Wayfarers.
Uh-huh. Pledge, will you spell beauty for me? Without looking, just spell beauty for me.
B-E-A-U-T-Y.
All right. Because all throughout on this page, you've got Beauty and the Beast. And I'm like, do you not know how to spell whatever it is you're spelling? But that's still going on at the Majestic. ACL, Parliament Funkadelic featuring George Clinton at ACL Live.
I know where Rob's going to be.
He would love to be on Sunday, but he's got to work early Monday, so he probably won't make his way up to Austin. And Monday, 98 degrees at the Majestic Theater.
They keep it hot in there.
Special guest Ochoa. Oh, well, you remember the band 98 Degrees?
I know, but that was a little softball.
Jessica Simpson's ex.
Yeah, well,
98 Degrees.
My cousin's, producing them now, and he's their manager. So that's pretty cool. So 98 Degrees will be in town on Monday at the Majestic Theater. So if you see me down there, just know that that wasn't really my choice, but
you had to.
Pretty much.
Dude,
their new record isn't bad. I'm not just saying that because Adam produced it, but it's not bad.
I'm still blown away that Gary P. Nunn is 80. Dude, 80 years old?
Can we Google that and make sure that he's 80? Or are they
I mean, it's from Greenhall's website, so.
Well, I mean.
80 years old.
Is there somebody in his band that's 80?
No, he's 80.
He's 80.
Gary P. Nunn is 80 years old.
1945, 79 years old from
So it's his 80th birthday.
Oklahoma.
From where?
Okmulgee.
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 Okmulgee. Could you imagine? What the hell is the Okmulgee mascot?
Holy cow.
Will you look that up, Pledge? What is the Okmulgee, Oklahoma mascot?
A loogie.
Well, I mean, the slime ball.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you got to give him that hawk to it.
Okmulgee.
Yeah, whatever happened to that girl, man? She's kind of disappeared.
Well,
she got her 15 minutes and she's gone.
That's how 15 minutes work.
I got it.
I mean,
got
you
it.
understand that is. So I wonder, when he wrote What I Like About Texas, how much has the world changed if that dude is now 80?
It's the Bulldogs.
I cannot.
The Okmulgee Bulldogs?
The Okmulgee High School Bulldogs.
Well, that's disappointing.
What'd you want it to be?
Well, I mean, there's so many things you could do with that. And you think about, some of the great nicknames in, well, at least in Texas. But I mean, if is their color kind of yellowish, greenish?
looks like red and white, scarlet and white.
They totally Okmulgee.
Okmulgee.
Yeah, where you from, Okmulgee?
Well, it's kind of like the spring hoe.
Up in Lampasas. See, and they're the Badgers.
They're the Badgers.
Lampasas Badgers. And
they got a spring hoe.
Not far from the Hutto Hippos. And you could have had
that's a good one.
Okmulgee's, I don't know.
Okmulgee Loogies?
Okmulgee. Well, interesting. Oklahoma's got a bunch of those kind of names, though, don't they? They got a bunch of those things going on.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
The Loogie Dogs.
You know what, Minix? We got to get the hell out of here. You know it?
I'm
going to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. To you, Minix, have a good time tomorrow. Pledge, happy Thanksgiving. And happy Thanksgiving to all of you. We will see you guys on Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen,